Record.
Yeah.
Boom. Boom.
Intro. 10 calories. How did they do it? Okay. Water. Yeah, it just replays it over and over again.
It's on me and you.
Oh, is it? That one?
Yeah.
I guess it would have to be. Are you are you sure?
Hello.
Hi. Welcome to the show. Himmy is not here at the moment. He is on his way, supposedly.
He got diagnosed with some weird stuff
Yeah, some sort of fungus
in his butthole.
in his butt. A butt fungus. He's late a lot.
It's hard to look at the camera.
I think it's a hip hop thing.
It's one of them rap things. I don't know. It's a shame.
It's a grave sadness.
It's
is what
really
it is.
it's gonna kill him one day.
Yeah. Well,
We try to have intervention with him, but maybe we can do that tonight
yeah.
instead of talking about important stuff.
Yeah. Why are you always late, Himmy? Why? Why?
All right. Well, just in case you missed us, which you probably didn't.
Uh,
We've been busy people. Not really.
I went out of town for 1 week, and then I moved, and then
Someone didn't show up last week.
someone didn't show up last week. I mean, no one showed up last week, so that worked out. Yeah, I hate George. George, by the way, we were going to come back last week, but he was like, I know what happened. I know he's like, I need to ask my girlfriend because I have plans with her. And he either did ask or didn't, and it was just like, I can't risk it. It was just like, I can't make it.
She was like, we can, but, you know.
Oh, God.
No, I don't know. It wasn't like that. It was,
Yeah, no, it was. It probably was.
nah, it was
A
like.
little guilt trip. A little bit. She was like, oh, I mean, if we want, I guess.
No, she said she'd come, like, hang out or whatever, but. Well, nothing's changed since
Still
3 weeks ago.
Still touching the thing.
I did trim my beard a little underneath it and on the side. But y'all probably can't tell. It just feels a little different.
What is subject change?
Just talking about differences.
Yeah, no, I got you.
I became smarter.
Really?
We spiked Hemi's drink, so
Yes.
we're down to this now. This is just
I
alcohol.
mean, I wouldn't. Yeah, I was gonna say I wouldn't give him. I would not give him alcohol.
Speaking of spiking drinks, ladies, this is really dope. I saw this, and I hope it's true. But they made this nail polish that you can paint, right? On your fingers.
The champ is here.
That's
And we're
how-
talking. We're in the middle of a conversation.
That's how nail polish works.
Yeah. Anyway, and it can be any.
I'll-
We're in the middle of a
Yeah,
conversation.
you let Moz
We're in the
in.
middle of
Back
a.
in this bitch.
We're in the
Excuse
middle
me,
of a
what's all that
show.
about?
We're in the middle of a show. Anyway, so there's this nail polish.
Oh!
Hey everyone.
You let that in.
Shut the fuck up.
It's Himmy, one half of Alien Workshop.
Not on that camera. It's on Big Boy.
Huh?
It's on Big Boy.
Do it
The one
again.
that's hard to look at because the lights are so
That's
blinding.
funny.
It's Himmy, half of Alien Workshop, and a biggity eye
Uh.
alien. Yarn back
Before he
back,
really,
ready to go. And
before he rudely interrupted me.
Ready.
All right, so they make this nail polish, ladies.
What's all this
It
about?
changes color.
All right, you
What's
know
all
what?
this about?
You know what?
Oh, we'll talk about that.
During the show?
Yeah.
You. All right.
Oh, we don't have to do the music now.
Yo. All right, so
Go ahead. Nail
just nail
polish,
polish.
for when you go on dates.
it can be whatever.
Why are you putting on nail polish?
I'm not. I mean, it's a good idea. We should. But there's this nail polish. It can be like any color, right? And it's like these scientists from who was it? It might have been University of North Carolina, actually. UNC somewhere made this nail polish. It can be any color. And like you can like stir your finger in your drink, and if it's been spiked or drugged, whatever, it will turn black.
Yeah, it'll change colors.
Yeah.
Feminist groups are actually pretty upset about it.
What? That's dope.
They say it's promoting rape. And I was like, no, it's warning before rape happens.
Yeah, it's a rape warning.
I think it's cool. I think it was a dope idea.
Yeah, I don't
I'm glad
know.
people are looking
I
out
don't
for
think.
people.
I don't
but
think.
whatever.
I don't think you can promote rape. You know what I mean?
Right, but that's.
I don't think it's
saw
something
that and I
where
was
people
like,
are gonna be like,
how-
you know what? I never thought about doing that. I'll try. Now that there's this shit out there, I'll just if we're fingering something, and if that doesn't change, I know. Like, I don't think that's how people would look at it at all. I think it's weird.
I like it.
I think it's super dope.
It's a mystery thing too. It's like, well, does she have it on? Like, I don't know. Should I rape her?
Right? Yeah,
It becomes a risk.
It might prevent some people.
Yeah, it should.
Yeah. I don't see why
Although
not. I mean, the ones that are really
she may
gonna-
get hammered and all her nails are black, and she'll be like, I'm having a good time.
Yeah, fair enough. And the ones that really want to do it are probably just gonna do it anyway. I don't know that you're gonna prevent sick fucks.
While I got smarter, he got dumber, and I almost forgot where he lived.
What?
I almost got lost.
How did I get dumb? What are you talking about?
I was telling the differences. I trimmed my beard a little. I got smarter.
Hey,
Yeah.
no, because you just called me dumb.
Yeah, you got dumber.
You said I got dumber. Anyway, folks, George is back too. It's the only downfall
Welcome.
of this.
Downfall.
So
That's an
let's
epic
talk about
term.
something real quick.
Yeah.
You don't know how to work an alarm, apparently.
No, I know how to work one. It just
and
doesn't
how's
know
your,
how to work.
How's your fungus anyway?
My fungus.
Yeah, the viewers are a little worried.
About my fungus.
You were late because you got diagnosed with that fungus in your butthole.
Oh, is that
we were coming up with what happened, and
Coming up,
He-
was coming. Someone was coming up his butthole
with the fungus.
and got fungus.
Bro, I totally set my alarm. Look, I set it for fucking 9:30, like a champion.
Yeah, so I looked this up. I looked up if because my alarm used to not go off. I looked up if that's a thing. If alarms can just not go off,
It's a
or if
it's
it's
a
my
thing.
fault for not setting it. But it is. Alarms just don't go off.
Yeah,
sometimes.
it's a thing.
Weird.
What the fuck? Like, that's
I
not
looked.
cool.
I read about it, and it's,
Well, it's software. It's gonna have an issue.
it's weird.
Yeah, but fuck that, bro.
Shouldn't
It's
have
an
issues.
alarm.
Yeah.
It's supposed to alarm you. Like, that's its only purpose.
That's it.
Granted, this is also a phone, but like
You need to get one of those
s-
gravity ones where it
gravity
can't.
ones.
Yeah, you can set the time like it either does sand or it does water, and it goes off. It's all
Turns
mechanical.
into sand or water.
Well, what if like a
it
couple
uses
grains
sand.
of sand still stay there? It's like, nope, not yet, and it just never falls.
I would try it,
Okay.
or I can just watch you sleep
This
and wear like 8 watches.
you were staring at me a little weird right there. Like,
I really
that's
want
the
to-
stare you would have been using.
Yes.
Had I been sleeping and you would have been watching. I'm a little worried about that.
It's gonna happen.
I don't know that you can write things. I don't
It
know.
was sexual.
I don't.
It's
Anyway.
not sexual to you. You don't feel the tension right now.
I'm.
What happens when you see
What's
two
the name of the
hands?
nail polish?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't see the name either.
I read
Ways to
about
be
it.
fucking
There was no
just
name on it. I
prepared.
read about it. I don't see a name.
It's a
on
new
it.
thing.
Yeah, I don't know if it's like.
You're right. It's a new
Is it-
thing, and they just released it with no name.
I don't know if it's released. I'm just saying.
No, it's not for sale yet.
Yeah,
that's what I'm
it's
saying. I don't
something
know
just
if
got
it's-
developed.
Bullshit. It's
I'm
out there.
That's what I read.
You don't know what you read.
I do.
I'm just gonna go ahead and Google it.
Hmm.
Anyway, continue,
Uh,
folks. All right.
so let's do what we should do
10
because we're
whole
humans.
calories.
How was your day, Steven?
It was
That's what
good.
humans do, by the way. You ask people how their day was, and you care.
Fuck that.
No, you gotta be. We're
Are you?
We're
You
being-
care? You
yes,
care?
Yes, I want to know. Yes, we're
George cares.
changing things.
To what? More odd?
It is Odd Planet, but I mean,
It's already odd. It's already an odd world.
Okay, well, I guess I can't be nice and ask who your day was, so I don't.
Oh,
care.
my
From now on,
day!
don't
I said
care.
my day was good.
don't
Do you
care.
want details?
I don't care anymore.
What would you like, George?
I don't care.
I woke up a little bit late. My dog Mulligan woke me up. I brushed my teeth.
Mulligan brush your teeth?
I used mouthwash.
Good, because I want to know every step by step you did.
Yeah.
Okay,
I was asking, do you want details?
not that many.
Not that many, so less.
Okay, well,
Did a lot of work today, which was lame.
work. This guy thinks he worked
like,
today.
what? What do? You don't do
shit.
anything.
I named things. I got yelled at by an Arabian today.
An erection.
In English?
Yes. Thank
Like
goodness.
live?
Otherwise, I would have like, no.
Live
no,
or like
it's
in all
written,
caps?
Written, yeah.
All caps.
It was caps. That's funny. But no, that's, I don't know what it is, but anytime I work with people from United Arab Emirates, it just goes horrible. They speak English perfectly.
So, are you trying to say something about a certain select group of people?
He's doing it again.
Yeah.
Nothing changed from how. we
Every
used to do
time
this.
I
Steven's
work.
still racist, folks. Nothing changed.
Whoa, no. I'm just stereotyping a group.
And he doesn't like them because of it.
I don't hate them though.
He is lying. I know.
I said it never goes well from that country. I don't know why.
because you hate them.
Maybe they feel the hate.
Maybe it's you.
Maybe my creativity, like I write things that are cuss words in Arabic and don't know it.
It doesn't work for your business, sir. It's called the fuck place. What's wrong with the fuck place?
Yeah, next to the fuck tree in your fucking country.
Fucking fuck. What's the problem?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see a name for it.
Wow, we.
Yeah, I was
No
going to say it's a
surprise.
fresh, new. They
Yeah.
usually name things before they even
Dude,
develop them.
But somebody from Time Magazine says, I shouldn't have to dip my nails in a drink to reduce
No,
my risk of
you
rape.
shouldn't, but it
of
happens. So
course.
now you're
Right. What
Cops
is-
shouldn't have handcuffs.
No, I know.
Because someone they can
someone
punch you in the
shouldn't
face.
be doing things bad. Like, what a stupid title. I shouldn't have to dip my nails in a drink to
Obviously.
reduce my risk of rape. How can we fix it?
You can't.
Well, fuck, man. Like, you know what?
Fuck men.
Maybe, yeah, fuck
every
men.
day. This guy says this like 8 times.
Dude, no, I say,
How do
It's
you
always
like
the
put your
number
phone
8.
down here
I say, oh man,
so that they don't? My face isn't always covered up. Every show,
dude, I'm trying to fix everything.
just put your phone down here like normal people text.
I'm not fucking normal.
He
It's an
can't-
odd planet. Stop
He
telling
can't. He can't. See,
can you fit the status quo
Well, this angle.
he
yeah,
can't
you
seize
should.
too well.
It's covering my beautiful face.
Whatever.
Is it? You back?
How was your day?
That was fucking great, man. I woke up a little bit late because my alarm sucks, and I went to work, and that obviously wasn't really fun because it's work.
It wasn't that bad today.
Dude,
I didn't have that bad of a time.
I'm not gonna name specifics, but when you left, someone
God.
showed up. Think about it.
But who wasn't they there? Yeah, they were there before I left.
Yeah, how many minutes? Dude, you left it.
Like 15.
You left at fucking 4. They got there at 4.
No, he always gets there early. You know that.
Oh, okay. So you dealt
Anyway,
with it.
I dealt with a little bit of it.
I was gonna say you just basically name the person. You put a time.
Oh, yeah.
And
No,
you're
it's
trying
there.
to avoid it.
It's there. I just don't want to. Anyway.
Well, when this show gets back to said
Bitching-
person, which happens all the
Bitching and
time.
complaining ensued,
So
and
viral.
and then I left, and the homie had to deal with it for the rest
Yep.
of the night. So
That sucks.
yeah, it does.
For the homie.
Yeah.
Homes.
Anyway, so that was fucking whack. The only good thing about my day,
Big nose.
when I got home, I had those little like Ritz crackers and cheese and like the
Don't
little.
be sad. The only good thing of my day.
That's not sad. I'm naming something good, and you stopped me in the midst of it. Now it's sad.
You just judged it.
Yeah.
He's happy
Yeah,
by
how
it.
can you decide what can
It's
make
like
me happy
seeing,
and what
a
can't?
dandelion could be a flower
No,
or
I'm
it
not
could be a
saying
weed.
no. I'm not saying that
It's the
that
same-
should make you happy. You just said the only happy thing.
Yeah, it's the only happy thing.
Let's just change the grumpy planet then.
I like it.
Yeah, okay.
I like grumpy
That's cool. That's cool. Or we could just change to judgmental planet, in which
Let's do
we'll
it.
just judge what everyone says.
I'm doing jokes
And
for
be a
mental
cockbag.
kids.
Anyway, the things with the little Ritz crackers and the little slices of like pastrami or whatever, you know what I mean, or pepperonis and the
A
cheese.
Lunchable?
Kind of a Lunchable, but one of the big ones, the little snack platters.
Because I know they're like, oh, here's a protein pack. And it's like it's a grown-up Lunchable.
Yeah, no, it's a grown-up Lunchable. Yeah,
Okay.
I had some of that. No, that's
I like the rebranding, but I
had some
mean...
of that, and that's pretty good. So I wasn't mad at that.
Yeah, but you don't get the Capri
And then I
Sun.
took a nap like a boss. No, I didn't get the Capri Sun. I had water though, which is nice. I like water. Yeah.
Is it really good?
That is really good. That's really good because it's fucking hydrating and it's so good for you and it's really good. McDonald's is not really good. Anyone who
Speaking
says
of, mine near me is open 24 hours.
Damn, we got
Breakfast at midnight.
I gotta move.
oh good, that's
So I
cool.
can get,
Yeah, you get fat at any time.
anytime. Really good and fat.
Good and fat.
Can't wait.
Awesome.
I'll move out there.
Fucking McDonald's is really good. Losers. But yeah, man. So that was it.
Judgmental.
And then I woke
Yeah,
up. No, that's fact mental. Everyone knows that.
Nope.
Everyone knows.
Nope.
Well, then why is it
Nope.
such a
Nope.
big
Nope.
franchise?
We should just
Well,
have
everyone knows that they're getting fat when they go. They know that.
Oh, that's fair.
They also go because it's fucking cheap and it's quick. They don't go because
Taco
it's.
Bell's cheaper.
Talk about and
People go to
quicker.
fucking Taco Bell too.
And
Taco
Burger
Bell's
King's
also
cheaper.
a huge Taco Bell, yet again, it's a huge fucking franchise. So is Burger King.
Burger King's leaving the U.S.
Now, I would say, though, that McDonald's has better branding. They brand it as like a kid destination. They even have a fucking playground and shit. And and everyone has fucking stupid-ass kids running around. And they're like, oh, hey, can I go get fat? And the parents are like, yeah.
I actually went to a McDonald's where they removed the play place.
Good.
But the front of the building was still there.
Let's make it business.
And Burger King.
You said the front of the building was still
like the front, you know how they make that giant part in the front for it? It was just empty. I think they were just like, you know what? I'm tired of cleaning up their shit.
Wow. It's weird.
Apparently the bacteria in those things is insane.
I don't doubt it. It's kids.
I remember when they used to be outside and you'd always find like a snake in the ball pit.
Yeah, maybe a piece of shit or two.
And it was a dude's.
Dude, snake.
In the ball pit.
Huh. Anyways, that's my day.
The gay jokes are there.
Snake in a ball pit. It's my day.
It's one-eyed snake. Finishing the joke. Go on.
How was yours, faggot?
There we go. I just was asking
Wait.
so y'all could ask me.
Oh,
I'm kidding, that
so
was
you're a
joke.
female.
Yep. That was a joke. I, on the other hand, am a positive guy. So, last night didn't fall asleep till like
Positive it wasn't
2
a
something.
stupendous
Woke
day.
up like at 5 and couldn't really. I fell on off back to sleep until I had to get up and be at work at 8. So I got like 3 to 5 hours of sleep, whatever. Sucked. Worked from 8 to 4, which it was whatever, but it was good. And then after that, I drove like almost an hour to.
He almost said both sucked.
Yeah.
Sucked that I didn't get that much
No,
sleep.
like no.
8 to 4 was
Usually,
whatever,
usually
but-
not getting sleep and going to work 8 to 4 sucks.
You can have a positive attitude throughout the day, but sucky things can definitely happen.
Yeah, sure. Anyway.
I still had a positive attitude throughout
And
the
then I
day.
drove like almost an hour away to this place, stayed there for a while, and then drove back. Now I'm here, so I've
What
been
place?
super busy all day. Haven't really been home.
To this place?
And it was awesome. Work was pretty fun. Wasn't really that. No, this place, stupid.
What is
UNG.
What is that?
University of North Georgia.
Where's that at?
Watkinsville.
Where's that at?
On the way to Athens. Down there.
On the way to Athens?
Yeah.
That's in between
It's after Monroe.
a little bit.
Not Monroe. Don't
Monroe
do that.
and
It's not Monroe.
But anyway, work was pretty slow, so it was pretty cool. We all just hung out and talked. It was pretty nice. It was not bad. And then, yeah. I'm pretty tired. It's a long day, but it was a good day. Nothing bad really happened. It was a good day. I'm glad I have a job and have an opportunity to go to work.
Oh, God. I'm not at
Well,
all.
yeah, okay. I know what you're saying. You're seeing it like us complaining,
I
but
was kidding,
humans
that was a joke.
vent. You
Dude.
know, we got to vent.
Well, one,
It's good.
One, venting is cool, but like 2, you also got to be realistic about it. What was so different about today than the other days that you have? Like, if you went to Six Flags today, that was probably a good day because you rarely go, so it's like something very different out of the norm. Now, you went to visit a college, right?
Yeah.
That's out of the norm. Have you ever been there before?
Yeah, a couple times.
Oh, okay. Well then, I mean, I guess it was slightly cooler. My thought is, if I'm truly gonna have a good day, I need to be experiencing something I've never experienced before. Because
Yeah.
if you only get to live one time, shouldn't you be doing that shit every fucking day? But the thing that sucks is you don't. If you have a job, normally you wake up, you go to your job, you get done with that, you go home, and you fucking go to sleep, and you wake up and do it all again. Me, in my personal opinion, I don't, unless you love what you do, and I don't.
Well, you do that to have one day a week.
Right.
Doing something you like.
Right. So it's like, so in my personal
So,
opinion,
what is
like,
that,
I don't think
15%
the
of the
day
time?
as a whole was good. I'd say it was the same as every other fucking day that you get up and go do shit. Now you can enjoy certain things throughout the day, which I did. I mean, you know what I mean? I didn't fucking cry at all today. You know what I mean? It's not like I was like, man,
No, you
this
did.
sucks. Like none of that happened. Laughter occurred. So
You
I mean,
started
it
crying.
was a decent day in a sense that, you know what I mean? Like everything was for the most part pretty chill except for that 1 hour of my life. So
I left, yeah, you started crying. I know. It's okay.
yeah, this guy. So anyway, so yeah, but I wouldn't say that today was like amazing fucking day because it was the same shit. You know what I mean? That's how I'm judging it. I'm so positive about it.
I see what George is saying because some days I'll be like, oh, that was fucking. Like, even if regular shit happened, like, my personality will be a little bit different that day, and I'll be like, oh, that was all awesome. And George is still autistic in some ways, and
Artistic, yes, that's very good.
This guy.
got dual hands.
You gotta get. I agree. Personality wise and everything, you might be like, oh wow, everything's cool, what have you. There's a different state of euphoria within you.
Right.
But I still don't know that that would necessarily constitute for an amazing day unless you just did something and really like lived. You know what I mean?
Right.
I had a good
Living
day.
positively is definitely a way to live, though. I mean, that's
It's
awesome.
all how you view
that's
it,
the
too.
right step. That's definitely the right step. But if I'm imprisoned by having to go to a place to get money to survive, I don't know that that's fully, truly, really living. That's why I super love my days off. Days off are the fucking best because that I can experience.
With that being
something that's
said,
very close to
do
true
you
freedom.
need the negativity of having a place to work to really
experience?
enjoy your
Heck
days off?
No. Do you need to taste something bad to taste something good? Heck no.
It may make
Hell
it better.
No.
Well, a lot of
There's
people
been
do
times
say
I've
you
had
have to
a-
experience pain to experience pleasure. So
Hell no.
Because I've eaten bad food and then my next meal tastes better. If it's something I know is going to be good too.
I don't know. I don't know if I'd be able to quantify food necessarily in that way, but you can definitely quantify other things.
Well, I
in
was
that
just
way.
going on his point.
Past relationships you've had that may have kind of like sucked
That
or not
helps.
been as good, and then
Yeah.
you're in a good
Then
one.
you're
You're
like,
like,
oh.
oh, this one, what
Oh,
the
this
fuck
was
was I
supposed to go.
doing? Right. So you appreciate things more by experiencing, worse things. What I would say though is I don't know if I'd be able to say that would be the case. I would say that if all of a sudden we all didn't have to have those jobs anymore, we were just free to do whatever we wanted whenever we wanted.
Right.
I would say we would probably appreciate that freedom a little bit more for us at least.
But the next generations may.
They might take it for granted. They might.
probably will.
But still,
Are
some
you not changing the angles at all?
some probably still wouldn't take it for granted because like you have people right now that study history, or certain aspects of history that are like, oh wow,
I think my camera moved. Well, go ahead. I'm sorry.
is he good?
Y'all are fine.
Yeah, you're on. Yeah.
Oh.
But there's some people now that can study history right now, and
Right.
how are you going to know if it's on your? When you want to make that face. And when they study those certain aspects of history, they're like, oh wow, I'm so glad it's not like this now. You know what I mean? And they
Yeah.
can still appreciate it just from knowing how it used to be or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, for instance, like slavery and shit like that. Like, we don't have it like we used to have it here, so people can look at that and be like, oh, dude, I am so glad that doesn't happen because
So glad I
that
get a
fucking...
paycheck.
Yeah, well, and
Even if it's
we're still-
economic slavery.
Oh, no, we're still
It's
economically
still-
enslaved, but it's not what it was.
Someone's not going to kill me if I leave my job.
Right. It's not what it was. So,
Or can
you know what I
sell
mean?
me.
So, and
They
we-
can sell you. They can sell your job.
of course, to the lowest bidder. That's how
To the highest bidder, in that
No,
case.
to the lowest bid. Whoever they can pay the least is who's going to get your job. That's how corporations thrive.
Okay, from that angle, yes.
Yeah. Oh, you'll do
Okay.
the same job but cheaper. Lowest bid, you. let's go with you.
That's one of the reasons Burger
how
King
Target
is
works.
moving their headquarters, supposedly.
For what?
Well, they're buying Tim Horton in Canada.
Did you hear a who?
No.
Canada, they're doing something for once.
What?
Canada's doing something? Burger King
for
is
once?
buying
You
a
ever
company
hear-
out of
I
Canada.
never hear anything from Canada.
Canada does a bunch of shit.
Yeah. They pay for health care.
What a hater.
I'm just you never hear about them.
My sister said my day is amazing because Odd Planet is back. Shout out to my sister. She's the shit. Good call.
This is actually the worst part of my day. It was a great day.
I think you're the
He
worst part of
texted
my
me
day.
and said, well, I'm sleepy. And
Well,
then before
I'm
that, he
sleepy.
said, 2 hours? Can we do 2 hours? And I was just
Yeah,
like, I didn't even want to respond.
Dude, you should have taken a nap and got here late like me, and then you'd have been alright.
I've been busy all day.
Whatever, stop being busy.
I might have to dip out early.
For what?
I don't know. I've been up for like.
When do you go to work
I
tomorrow?
don't know. I've been up
Yeah, I
for
don't
like...
know. When do you go to work tomorrow? Late. You're gonna get plenty of sleep. Shut up.
I don't want to like sleep all day. I'm trying to like do. I'm trying to be like every day. I just want to like
Yeah, but let's just put things into perspective here. Your drive home is what, 5, maybe 10 minutes tops?
10, 15.
His drive
It's a
home
lot.
is like
Yeah.
an hour and a half. So
Well, without traffic, it should be like an hour 10.
right, but
It took 2 to get here.
traffic lights.
Fucking, I hate everyone.
2 hours?
Yes.
Traffic and shit?
Because the Mall of Georgia. I just want to burn it down.
Fuck. All right,
I don't want people to shop anymore.
Dude, we have to.
Use the
It's only
internet.
way.
That's what it's there for. Stay
Yeah.
home. Let me drive.
That's whack.
let me drive around and use the roads.
Let me drive. Everyone off the road. King Stephen is coming through.
King. Oh,
Trumpets come out, and then you just drive by.
I want to add trumpets. That should give him a move.
Yeah, no, trumpets totally do
Did you ever
it.
see that scene in Bruce Almighty where Jim Carrey just traffic? He just
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, that would be fucking awesome.
Yeah, right.
That needs
it would
to
cause so many crashes.
It's a little selfish
that needs to happen.
for my taste.
It's a little This dude. Anyway, so that's how our days were. What a nice segment.
Thank you. That's what we should
It's
start.
wholesome.
everything.
It's very
Yes,
little
now we
Martha
know more
Stewart.
about each other.
Wholesome is that picnic I went on.
Picnics are
That was
wholesome.
fucking wholesome.
Is there like ants carrying a whole pie away?
That's what they do.
No, but there was a bug that crawled up on
Oh,
my
don't tell me you
leg.
cried.
It was a pretty big bug, but we got it off and didn't die, so we're good. Everything's good. Everyone's alive.
What kind of bug was it?
I don't know.
That was like that's terrifying.
Yeah, I don't really know.
It
It wasn't like your average run of the mill, like, oh, it's an ant or oh, it's a beetle. It was like an ant beetle mix mutant. It was
Oh, was it? It looked like an ant, but it was big.
I don't know, bro. It wasn't like one of the
wasn't a
elephant
beetle,
ant
but it was
things.
small.
It wasn't like an orange ant. You know, the orange like
What?
big ants.
Oh, I'm talking like, was it like an inch?
I guess I don't know, man.
And it looked like an ant?
I tried not to study it. I tried to get it off.
Because that's a
me.
ground wasp
Yeah, whatever. I dealt with
or
something.
whatever they're called.
I dealt with something.
It's a type of
and
wasp, I
It was
had heard.
terrifying, but I'm alive.
They
and
can
I made
sting
it through.
you.
Yeah.
So the reason we haven't been having a lot of Planet lately is because really nothing's going on in the world. I mean, have y'all heard anything in the news at all?
Nothing at all.
'Cause I can't think of anything.
No, there's nothing, right?
Yeah, it's been nice.
It's every for
No
some reason,
conflicts.
everywhere in the world. There's like peace everywhere.
Yeah, there's
Harmony.
been no issues whatsoever. And
No-
Harmony.
So, and the only reason we're having this episode is just for the nail polish. That was it.
That was it.
Just to say, how
more
good
you know.
everything's going. So
Everyone's informed.
So keep it up, world. Keep up the good work, and that concludes tonight's episode.
George can go to sleep.
all right, good show, guys. Good show. No, but on the real, everything's fucking up everywhere. Apparently,
Everything's fucking up everywhere.
it seems like everywhere something's going on. It's fucking weird.
Yeah, no, it's a
It's
thing.
really weird.
It's a thing. It's a thing. Which fuck up do we want to start with tonight?
The Colorado River.
All right, knock it out, bro.
Nothing. No one knows anything about it.
I don't. You're about to inform me about
I
it.
barely. Damn it.
Colorado River.
I was hoping.
What's going on? Is there flooding or something?
No, they're in a serious drought, and that fucking provides water for like all of the.
Oh yeah. That's funny because the ALS challenge, everyone's pouring water on themselves, and there's like a serious drought in half the U.S.
Yeah.
And someone calculated how much water. I don't know what that number is, but it was huge.
On how much water was being
Right,
used.
and
No.
then there was a meme being passed around that showed like a little handful of water being given to a kid in Africa that obviously doesn't have clean water every day, and thousands of Americans. And I was just like, and the rules were, if you donate, you don't dump water on yourself.
I don't think that was the rule.
It was. You can look it up on Wikipedia.
The guy who started died.
Well, because
The guy who did it first died.
to my understanding, you were supposed to dump water and donate.
No.
And then some people said that if you if
It
you
was
do
it was
donate-
supposed to be punishment if you didn't
Almost every
donate.
video I've seen it says dump water or donate.
yeah
Or donate or dump water.
yeah everything. Well, no, I had seen some of that, but what I had heard was the rule is actually you donate and dump water, and that's the thing you do.
That's what became popular, but
Because it's
you
a nice
weren't
bucket.
su-
Well,
you weren't
because
supposed
let me
to.
let me put it to you this way. Why? No one would be dumping water on their heads.
That was the point. That's why they created it.
Yeah, I don't know. I think most people would just do it. I mean, when you think about all the other stupid ass challenges,
It
that are out
became
there,
that.
people are gonna do it, and that's just a thing that people are gonna do.
Yeah.
You know, they were setting themselves on fire by putting nail polish, remover or whatever, on them, and then
And
lighting it
just
A
up.
mom got arrested for that because she
Yeah,
was
'cause she
helping her
filmed it,
kid.
right?
do
That's
it.
fucking retarded. Yeah, don't set your kid on fire. That's a thing that you should know.
I saw worse things. I forgot. I saw worse things.
Yeah,
than
that's a thing you
But,
should know.
yeah,
but
that's-
but even still, even with the whole dumping of water, like water has been a huge issue for a long time, and people just aren't even fucking aware of it.
Right.
I mean,
Well, that's why I got this. Charity Water is a good organization if you want people to have water in the world.
We could make this
Charity water
whole
dog.
topic just talking about Nestle. Nestle.
Yeah.
Nestle. I know a rapper named Nestle.
Ness? How is that? I thought you were talking about Ness.
It's not Ness. Ness isn't causing water issues.
I was like, what is
It's
going on
The
here?
company Nestle. Nestle. Those fucking bastards.
Ooh,
They're-
their
they're-
creatures aren't as good as Pillsbury. They just suck.
Say what?
I like Pillsbury better anyway. So
You like Pillsbury?
yeah, better than Nestle.
I mean, I like Nestle Crunch a little bit. I mean, it's pretty good. But they fucking suck with water. What they're doing is
Ruined
they're
it.
buying like water municipalities and shit like that, and just like pretty much taking water from towns and then putting it in bottles and selling it. And the town then is losing their local water, and there's
Yep.
nothing they can do about it. I mean, they've tried to take this large corporation to court and shit, and the court system's like, oh, well, I mean, it's theirs. They bottled it, so
Right. You gotta be. You gotta pay attention.
No, it's
they
fucked
usually
up.
do public things, especially if it's a municipality like that. There's publications, but it's like they're not required to make it obvious. It's usually like something on a fucking door at the town hall.
right.
So if you don't pay attention to your rights, they disappear.
Oh no, of course,
Very
That's-
quickly.
Yeah, that's what's going on in America.
And they
right
always have to do that. But yeah, water. There's a debate right now. Like Detroit turned off water to people that weren't paying. There were so many people not paying. They're like, well, fuck. They still need water. They just kept it running. But then they're like, pull the plug. We have to. Like, there's too many not paying. And it's like, well, do they have rights to water?
Yes.
Obviously. But if the place that provides the water, because of our current system, if it can't afford it,
You mean monetary system?
right, yeah. Obviously, the system's flawed if you're trying to give out free water because nothing's free according to our system.
It used to be. Water used to be free. No fucking issues. Everyone would fucking get it. And then later they started charging for that shit.
Yeah.
And it's like, what the fuck? Like, what
Well, they
happened?
charge to put it at your door. But I mean, if you go back
You
50
pay for
years,
it, but you pay
like,
for you pay a water tax too, right? Isn't there like a fucking tax you gotta pay for
there's
that
like
shit? There's a tax on fucking
there's
everything.
fees on little
It's just
fees.
stupid.
But I mean, 10 years ago for me, we had a well. And
Right.
You just had a well.
And you were
You
good.
had your own pump. You don't pay anything.
Huh?
And it's cold.
Yeah, it is cold,
The water's cold.
but it's not as clean.
Right.
So you gotta take care of your own shit.
Hell
You
no.
get the Brita filters and you're
Hell
in
no.
there.
Well water's way better than fucking this nasty ass city water.
Yeah, I don't see a downfall of Brita filters. I don't know that Brita
Well, I'm
filters
just-
are a hell no situation. Hell no. Fuck Brita filters.
Hell no.
Fuck them trying to make water
Hell
clean
no.
for people
You
to
keep
drink.
it all natural is what I do. I drink the bugs, the dirt.
It shows.
If there's nothing swimming in my damn water, it ain't water. Hell no.
Well, I need
Down with
Down with
protozoa.
Brita.
Down with Brita.
That's my next t-shirt.
Alright.
Besides the... How do you
Hit-
fucking...
You change. You gotta change an angle at least every 10
Well, I hate
minutes.
them all. So.
Yeah, can you do something?
Alright,
That's-
Steven, just talk for a little bit then.
Alright, Steven. tell me.
Hi. Is it really on me?
It's on you.
Because I feel like it's all the way over there.
I mean,
Where's the
there's
center?
It's
there's
a
lot of
giant,
that
row
there.
of thirds going on right now. You're kind of at the very...
Oh, gross.
Oh,
It's
we
perfect.
just remembered.
Ugh.
Oh, you're supposed to flip through as we're communicating.
Yeah, that's your job. If only they could have seen his reaction. He shrugged.
I believe in this, and this, but I don't want to do stuff. That's America.
Yeah, America. George right
I
here.
don't.
George is America.
I don't want to.
So I'm not gonna.
So cold.
I want to sleep so I can get up and not do anything.
Not true. I'm a busy man.
What?
You're being a man. What, are you going to be a lumberjack
Busy
tomorrow?
man. I could
Oh,
be that.
busy. Boomer. Oh, boomer.
With ice cube in my mouth.
It's fucking cold.
It's
It's ice. You should have known that before you embarked on such a journey. Ice is cold, bro.
What's that? That's funny. What's the opposite of deja vu? It's
J
Bujade.
No, intent. No.
it's JAMAISTE, I think. But everywhere you go, even if you've been there thousands of times, it's always new to you, or you feel like it's new.
Oh.
Don't even look at me.
And I was
didn't
like,
know that was
that's
a
him
thing.
and Ice.
I've never-
Yeah, it's a thing.
Huh.
You can look it up. It's crazy.
It's weird.
I was like, yeah, but like, imagine coming
Deja
home and
vu
being like,
happened- This is new.
although, I mean, you.
But deja vu
before.
happens to like everybody.
Yeah.
Does that happen to everybody?
Maybe that's why I keep touching this damn thing. Every single time I'm like, man, this thing's hot.
No, it's just that's just you're stupid. You're just dumb. There's a difference between that and dumb, right? Maybe not. Maybe that is what it is. I've never experienced what you're talking about.
Ice cold.
But you
hot. Ice cold.
hot bad. Hot bad.
Ice bad too, but yummy.
But hot. Hot badder.
Oh, Jailbait George.
Jailbait George back again.
Keeps it going.
Should have brought my McDonald's. So
Yeah,
so I gotta have a really good time right now.
It's really good.
really good time to get McDonald's in your hand.
You have a really good time when you have McDonald's in your hand?
Scottish guy's
That's
really
their
happy
new
right
slogan.
now.
That's their new slogan. I just did it. Let's call them up.
Yeah, let's call McDonald's.
Hold on, let me
Yeah,
call them.
that-
Hey, we think you're really good.
Seriously,
in our hands.
We should call them
In
and tell
our
them that.
hands.
I should call them and tell them that. That'd be great.
Yeah, they're really good.
You picked up your phone. Go ahead, call them.
Okay.
Go ahead, 1-800-McFuck.
Call their corporate. Get a number and call their corporate. That would be funny.
I don't know if I can do that.
Hey, I got an idea. Like what department?
McDonald's.
They'll be like, we're
All right,
closed.
dear department, I
They
guess.
called the
You can tweet us at.
Ponsky Leon.
It does the handshake, the old school modem handshake.
Illinois.
I practiced that, by the way, so that's
Yeah.
why it sounded just like it.
Dude, Illinois? Well, that's what we should. We'll record me calling them and giving them their new slogan, and it'll be a little bit tip for the
A bit tit.
tit. I'm not putting the camera on me anymore.
What just happened?
Okay,
Bit
well,
tits.
I still can't speak English.
That's like the new Bitcoin. I would totally love that if it was bit tits.
Pornhub has that. They have their own currency. It's show me your tits or something like that. You go to a bar, you show your boobs, and you get bit tits as a currency, free drinks and whatnot.
Dudes can do it too?
No.
That's not fair.
That's
Oh no, it's
Sexist.
if guys could do something girls couldn't, they'd be all of but the girls do something guys can't.
Well, I mean, if you went to a gay bar and you're like, "Oh, here's my cock," they'd probably, "Oh, here's a free drink."
Yeah, girls can't show their cocks.
they can bring the chickens anywhere, probably.
They can bring their chickens.
They can bring their chickens anywhere.
They can bring their chickens.
Chickens.
Bing, bing, ding, ding, ding.
All right. Anyway,
Here's my
so
red cup.
there's a water crisis, folks. Look
Before
it
it
up.
got weird.
It's a big problem.
So instead of dumping water in your head, dump it into
now-
the Colorado
now-
River.
Yeah, and then there's
We
people
do-
that don't even have clean water.
We
We're-
do, however.
That's
have-
how we end up with
We have
terrorists.
good news on the horizon, though, folks.
No, you fucking
With a lack of water and global warming happening, we are going to have more water coming in.
We're gonna, it's just gonna be salty.
We're gonna have more water coming in. We just gotta filter it. And let's take the salt out of it. You know what I mean?
Hey, you can drink your pee.
Give Wendy's some of the sea salt. And they could put it on their fries, and we're good.
Well, technically, if it melts, it wouldn't necessarily.
Well, there's more water when that happens
Yeah.
because there's less ice, more water. That's how that works.
Yeah, but last time I already gave this speech. Hold on, let me rethink what was I saying.
Yeah, you may have been wrong.
He was saying that this doesn't overflow with ice in it that melts.
Yeah, it does.
It won't.
If you have,
The exact level. If the ice is above
if you have
this level,
if your water,
it can.
If your water's all the way up here and you have ice floating on the top,
That's what I'm
and-
saying. If
and
the
you can
ice is
touch
up
it-
here,
yeah. All
it
I'm
has
sa-
to be above the level, though.
All I'm saying is, when ice melts, water's created. so
Yeah.
so there will be more water. Is all I was saying.
There will be more water.
That was my statement.
Yes.
Which is fact.
When
Yeah.
I'm right, everyone will be crying.
And he said that wasn't the case.
That's not the case.
Okay. Right. So he's wrong. Definitely. And
No.
Science says.
When ice melts, it creates water.
Right.
I'm not arguing with
Science.
So science says that George is wrong.
that. Science says I'm still the smartest person in the show.
I don't know how.
Hot.
And we're done.
It's like
But
what a
look
cat does.
it up. It's legitimately an issue, and there are certain countries that and this is sad. There's certain countries that are still having issues even having access to fucking water. Like they got to go through a bunch of shit just to get it. And obviously, us in America, we take it for fucking granted because we are dumping
Because we've done
buckets of ice water on our head.
hundreds of thousands of gallons.
But now also let's also mention that the ice bucket challenge by itself is not the reason why like our water situation is fucked
It got
up.
substantially worse.
There's a bunch of other
No,
reasons
but
why.
it's a gross showing of
course,
how much extra we have.
But luckily we're in the ending stages of ice bucket challenge
Thank God.
shit.
Yes.
And that's like the
Piss
main
me
thing. If you're an extremist, a Muslim extremist, your argument is that America is wasteful and it's against God how much they waste. That's one of their arguments. And then we're like, thirsty much?
Right.
And your kids can't have a drink. You hate me more? Good.
Yeah.
And we're going to have a new generation of terrorists because we have fun.
Because we have fun. Well, I mean, and it's the mentality that we have here too.
It is.
I mean, and that's a big issue. And you know, the mentality is also, you know, well, we're good, so fuck other people. We're okay.
And I'm not saying that
America.
obviously I'm joking when I say that's creating terrorists. I'm just saying we
He's
make them
not.
more
He's not a
correct
terrorist.
when we do stuff like
Well,
that.
and plus they can look at it and be like, well, what the fuck? They are, you know, fucking wasteful as
Yeah.
shit. You know, but and something that I've come to realize, and this is just gonna be like my new thing for a long time, like fucking, I swear the world is like segregated into like miniature fucking sports teams. Because we're like, oh, America, we're the best, yeah, America, and we're not. There's a lot of
Well,
things that
it's-
like we're not the
nationalism.
best. in.
Nationalism's a big thing.
No, it's whack, bro. It's like being a fucking sports fan because, like, for instance, you really like Boston Celtics, right? And for all intents and purposes, they're an amazing team in most cases. In most cases, this year they're not though, right?
Or last year.
Or last year,
And
okay.
probably the next couple. But yeah, go. I see what you're saying.
But the difference is, but you're still a huge fan of them,
Yeah.
even if they're not that good.
Damn.
And that's what we do here, and I think that's dangerous. I think we're like, oh, well, no, but it's actually worse. Like you,
it could be good though. Like even when America's down, that nationalism, we can go and lift each other up.
but it can also be used for bad.
Oh, of course. You could, if you use the media correctly, you could steer that nationalism towards any goal you have.
Which I think is being done, and that's like the big underlying
Yeah.
premise for a lot of conspiracy theorists.
Rupert Murdoch, absolutely.
Yeah,
That's-
but
I mean,
so
Fox News.
I just
and-
think
Fox
I just
News.
think that
other newses,
I think that
but-
shit is just fucking dangerous. I think, and it's stupid. It's not. It's
Oh, it's a powder keg.
It's uninformed. It's not real. It's dumb. It's just like this weird. Oh, I'm American, so
Well,
we're awesome.
look at
And like,
9/11.
dude, like you're not awesome. Like
Nine-
some things are awesome. A lot of things are awesome.
Right.
But there's certain things that just aren't fucking awesome. But you're not going to pay attention to the bad because then you have to deal with it. I saw somebody post today and it was ridiculous. Somebody made a post. I forgot exactly what it was. It was something dealing with ISIS, and it was something dealing with like, I don't know, something like Americans being cool with something happening or something like, I don't know, some post. I didn't read it all the way through, but I got the concept of it, which essentially was our government is corrupt. And then somebody posted on it, and they were like, don't post these things. I don't like hearing this. And it's like,
You have to hear the other side.
well, that's what I'm saying. It's
even,
like,
even if it's coming from a butthole.
right. No.
You
but
have to hear shit.
But I'm saying,
You're gonna have to hear
what
shit.
I gathered from what she wrote was that she knew, like, she took it as fact, but she just didn't want to hear it because, oh no, it's bad. And it's like, well, then what the fuck? How are you supposed to fix things? If there are bad things, how do you fix them without being open to being aware of the
being
fuck shit?
exposed to it. At
Yeah, a
least.
lot of people don't want that. They don't want to know about the fuck shit. They're like, don't tell me. Let's just get through my life, and hopefully everyone else's world is fucked up. It's a horrible way of living. We were talking about littering and shit like that. Like anybody who litters, it's like, what the fuck? Like, yo, this is your planet that you're on. You're supposed to keep it clean and not fuck shit up for everyone.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be littering. That's not cool.
You know what? You know what's funny? Yeah, I'll say it real quick. It's good to hear you say that because a few years ago, I watch you. You would always just throw trash out of your car.
No, I know. I didn't think about it.
I know,
Right.
And it's like, I was like,
Damn.
I was like, dude, that's.
It had happened.
Damn.
Yeah,
Well, here's you
people
gotta
learn-
you
people
grow.
learn.
Yeah, right. You grow.
Fuck.
No.
And I was like, dude, what are you doing? No, it doesn't fucking matter.
Oh, by the way, I never did that in case anybody's watching and want to convict me of anything.
Good luck finding the trash with this
Anyway.
fingerprint.
A dope photographer
But-
did a little photo set, which is what I was showing him.
But anyway, that was a long fucking
From
time
Toronto?
ago. And I don't know. I didn't do it like every day. Or
Okay.
anything.
No. It wasn't a lie.
You made it sound like I was like king
I did.
litterer of the literary.
Let
You
me just tell someone
fought.
else,
You
Mike.
fought
Let me just tell
Captain
someone.
Planet.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. It wasn't like I was like, fuck it, here, oil spills too. Let me throw these out my
I
window.
think
It wasn't like
there's
that.
so many- hold
but
on.
but I
I was
had
gonna talk
done it
about
before, like a
9/11.
small gum wrap or something like that. Like I had done that, and I
9/11.
was like, dude, it's fine. It's a little piece, and it's
ISIS.
biodegradable at some point. And
Why do some people that care?
but you said what?
Nothing.
Shut the fuck up. Anyway, but then you look at it and you're like, dude, like just like it's fucked up because it's like you don't want to do
Bring
that.
up those images. From
You don't want to
Toronto.
do that to your own house. You wouldn't
You're
just
talking about
you wouldn't
a guy
it-
put garbage together. and
That's
said,
cool.
Keep talking. No.
You interrupted me in the first place, and I just can't let you go.
What do you mean?
How is
you did chop them off,
Yes,
but
I did.
it's
Yes,
fine.
you did.
Yeah, but you don't normally say anything.
I'm not used to that. I was confused. So I was like,
yeah.
yeah.
Did
Wait,
you-
are you talking about the rappers where they put it
Yes.
together?
Yes.
That's a Toronto campaign.
Okay, cool.
We
That's
done?
the reason the whole litter thing started because you said George. We were talking about litter, and I was like, "Yeah, there's a dope photographer," and you're like, "Anyway," and I was like, and that was just.
I don't think it was that bad,
It was
but
that
he
bad.
did.
So then maybe he cut me off because I was like, we talked about litter and he was like, yeah, and we blah blah blah. Maybe he cut me off.
That's possible.
How do we know?
and then I may have cut both of you off.
especially if I brought up
No.
litter and then you're like, oh yeah,
We
did
need
this.
less traffic.
Yeah, bruh. I wasn't because I was gonna. I had a
so,
soapbox.
I
He
get
did.
cut off,
He did need to explain.
and so I stopped.
I had a
talking.
because we
Yeah.
we left it at him.
I
Yeah, I
stopped
wasn't
talking.
we left it at him.
Yeah, no,
being
it's
the
your
litter.
fault. You tried to cut me off. I'm glad we revisited this and found out that you were the dickhead.
Well,
here.
hold on.
No, he's
Nope.
the dickhead.
Nope.
We're leaving it at
Oh,
that.
anyway, he doesn't litter anymore.
At all. No, and I haven't for a long fucking time. And like I said, when I did, it was like small, and it doesn't make up for anything. I'm just saying I wasn't like throwing like fucking loads of garbage out my window. But what I was going to get at was, and what made me change my way of thinking was, when you do that, you're putting shit on the earth, the planet that you live on. It's equivalent to somebody coming over to your house and they're just chilling and they're eating like a Snickers bar or whatever, and you're mid conversation, you're chilling in your house, and all of a sudden they just drop it on the floor, and you're gonna be like, dude, you're not gonna put that in the trash can? Like, what the fuck? It's equivalent to that, because if Earth is the planet, the home that you live on, then shouldn't you not fuck it up and just like drop shit? Like it's fucked up. When you really look at it and think
Why?
about it, like you're a dickhead for doing
What
that.
are the odds?
It's big birds.
What are the odds?
Big birds.
That's so ridiculous. That's fucking stupid.
What's funny is
Nothing's
actually
funny about litter. I'm joking.
everything's funny about litter.
I don't know how to switch this.
What do you mean?
You just move it over here and then switch it to the.
Yeah, move it to the other fucking screen.
Did you use Chrome? Please tell me you
Yes,
used
it was
Chrome.
Chrome. I always use
God.
Chrome.
Do something right.
But someone
Maybe just not talk the rest of the show because I can't get a word out.
you were doing something.
Nope.
Everyone just heard you say, "Let me just not."
You're
talk
about
the
to
rest of the
show
'cause I
something.
can't get a word out.
Yep.
Everyone
But-
heard that, so you did.
Yep.
So you lied.
Yep.
Anyways,
I lied.
someone littered here actually, and it was they threw out their pay stub with their social security number, how much they make, their name, their address,
Wow.
and a current phone number. So I wrote a letter and put it in the mail to them saying like, "Hey, don't litter. Like, you threw away all of your information. I can ruin your credit for 7 years. That's not a problem. You know, don't ruin the planet," kind of thing.
And they sued you for threatening them about ruining their credit.
The way I worded it was, your credit could be ruined for 7 years.
Signed, Odd Planet.
Signed
Grumpy
George-
Planet.
Signed George and Grumpy Planet.
I can't get it worded.
All right.
So I wrote a letter.
Signed George. Jailbait.
Labels for George. Labels for jars.
This is jailbait in a mad man.
I feel like when you're mad, you write like this. Jailbait.
Yeah, no, you do. Clench fist and all. Yeah.
Nope.
Go on, show us the Toronto campaign. This is creative and awesome.
Awesome. Yes. Creative. That's all right. No, I'm kidding.
Stupid.
Yeah, because I'm the stupid. I forget.
Why don't you click and just use the down arrow?
Derpa.
Why don't you just click in the window?
Is
and
it
just
already
use the
on
down
this?
arrow?
Is it on the? Is it
There you
live?
Yeah, it's live.
Yeah.
All right. So
Huh?
this is two things of trash. No, I'm kidding. As you can see, all this shit's dope. Pig, dipstick, dumb.
This is what you
Low
are
life?
when you litter, is what they were trying to
No,
convey.
This is what you are before you litter, and then once you litter, you're awesome.
What?
Lazy? I'm kidding.
No, we thought you were serious. I
Lazy? Big Bird.
feel like George
Big
says
birds.
JK.
Big Bird. There's only one.
Big birds.
I swear.
There's multiple.
Anyway. But yeah, it was really dope.
Yeah, no, it's a great great campaign.
What would be funny if they left it there?
They did. They did leave it there.
This is for the next person to understand.
Hopefully somebody comes across.
We need to put this all over the place so they know not to do
and
it.
teach people.
We got them now.
Oh, that's amazing.
Dun, dun.
But oh yeah, by the way, hit us up at Odd Planet Now on Twitter or on Facebook.com/Odd Planet Now. Holler at your dudes. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, want to tell
That's
Steve
the
he
smart
fucking
one.
sucks, like do that.
Please do.
Let him know he
It
sucks.
inspires me to fail.
And if you want me to be able to talk to you, that'd be awesome. I could get a word out. So.
Yeah, I mean,
What was that, George?
I
You wanna hear me
I
talk?
I also want to mention you don't have to deal with George if you don't want to.
I would
For
love
those
to
of
deal
you
with
that
myself.
don't want to deal with George.
I'm I think I'm great. Let's bash Steven and George.
Primarily George. Steven's way cooler than George for all intents and purposes.
that's
Steven's
not...
the one who left us.
He did leave us.
Put it on.
I'm here! What is this?
All right, let's
What
just
is
move it to us
this?
two real quick.
What if I
So-
put a hand through me? Hologram.
This dude left us.
Dude, you completely lied.
Glitch.
And by the way, awesome. How do we
FaceTime.
use this for
Body time.
sex?
Sex
Sex
time. So many times.
Time for sex.
Where in the-
Anyways. I wanted to revisit nationalism.
Yeah.
Because it actually affects with what's going on today.
course.
9/11
Uh-huh.
built up this amazing nationalism to where almost all Americans are like, let's do something. Let's fix things. Let's go get them. Let's do stuff. And you can almost pitch anything. You could be like,
Oh, yeah.
let's build this big fucking tower.
Okay.
Call it the Freedom Tower. Oh, yeah, Freedom Tower? Fuck yeah. What's it going to do? It's going to be the World Trade Center, but bigger. And fuck yeah. And a bunch of people made money because everyone supported it. And I'm not against that, but I'm just saying they pointed the nationalism that way. And then they were like, you know what? We need to be fucking safe. So, Patriot Act. We're going to have the rights to, kind of do whatever we want, look at you, watch you, and...
And everyone's like, oh, you know what? You should be able to do
You
that.
should, because you're American.
You're
We
going to
trust
keep us
you.
safe. We need
And
you to keep us
We
safe.
need police to have tanks and all kinds of equipment. So they started to become militarized.
Yep.
And, of course, then we go to Afghanistan trying to chase the people that did it and never fully fix that. And then we went to Iraq because...
Just 'cause.
They were just riding the wave
Just
of
'cause.
nationalism. They
Yeah.
were just riding
Oh, yeah.
it. We should have just done Iraq the first time. Anyways, that's a whole
done
other
Iraq.
subject. Yeah, we should have.
On the first date?
On the Desert Storm date, yes.
No. That's,
No nail polish. Fuck them.
It's not polite.
I just...
But, and that's where we're at with Ferguson partially.
Right.
And I don't even know how... It's funny that Ferguson triggered that conversation that people have been trying to have.
Right.
It took
that's
someone dying for them to like, oh, I guess police having all these weapons should be revisited.
Well, I don't think people knew. I don't think people knew the extent of it.
Right.
And because I was talking to my brother about this. By the way, my brother's a cop. And so it's weird. I told him, I was like, dude, you're in a gang. Like, if a cop does something, no matter what, for the most part, it seems like he's like, oh, the cop was totally right. He was right in everything he did. And a lot of times I disagree. Sometimes I agree, but a lot of times I disagree. But
There's going to be
yeah,
variance.
well,
there has to be.
There should be a variance, and there is on my side. And I always point this out every conversation I ever have with him and a couple other people. And if there's not a variance on the other end, then one would imagine the other end is wrong about something. That's interesting. Is wrong about something they fucking have to be. So I was talking to him, and he actually did hear me out on this, and I thought that was good. I told him, I said, you don't think police are too militarized, right? He goes, no, not at all. He said, we have, because he was saying that a lot of criminals and what have you they have automatic weapons. They have AK-47s and so on and so forth. He said, we have what we need to compete with them. Granted, I don't think they have armored trucks and shit like that, but regardless, that was his
Well-
statement, and to a certain degree, that's a decently fair statement.
I'd
to a
have to
certain
see
degree.
those numbers, and then
on how many people have AK-47s and shit.
well, they could probably
Oh yeah, because they're registered.
A lot of people
not
totally
even-
have
not-
AK-47s.
sure, but
got
you
two.
could probably figure how many incidents and then plan accordingly. Should all police
Oh, no,
be
no.
heavily equipped?
No, but
Because like driving here, I wish I could have took a picture. There were 6 from the sheriff. There's this young woman. It looked like she was on meth or something. Outside of her car, probably got pulled over for speeding or a taillight out. 6 cops, full gear for this one
unnecessary.
small woman.
Yeah, huge
And
waste of taxpayer money.
I saw flashbangs, what I assume flashbangs. I saw a taser, obviously. Saw one gun here. I saw shotguns in the police vehicle. But there were 6 of them in bulletproof vests for this small woman. And I'm like, that's a crazy reaction. I was like, is she dangerous? Mm-hmm. And back in the day, that's all I would have thought. I'm like, man, she must have been really dangerous. But now I'm
Right.
like, maybe they're dangerous too.
No, totally. And and that's what I was telling him. I said this. I said, so you think that y'all have been going hand in hand, like, now it's gotten to this point, everyone's just super armed and what have you. He was like, yeah. I said, okay. I said, but let's look at it this way. From the outsider looking in that wasn't aware that y'all had all this militarized shit, now they're starting to see it slowly. They're like, whoa, hold on. Is it that bad? Is everything really that bad? I mean, you see tanks being like transported and shit, and you're like, what the fuck? Like all this crazy equipment. And they're like, is it really that bad? And I told him, I said, if you have been pretty much indoctrined throughout all your years of being in this field, and you've been told, oh, nope, totally need it. It's a necessity, blah, blah, blah. And then there's people that aren't familiar with it even remotely being a necessity. What if it's not a necessity, and what if you're wrong?
I would
'Cause
ask
what if
him,
the majority's looking in and they're like, what the fuck? And it looks horrible. What if it really is what it looks like?
right.
To them, at least.
I'd be like, how many times did you deal with someone with an automatic weapon, or you dealt with someone that was that had more equipment than you do?
Yeah, I wouldn't know the answer to that. That what I do know though is he's never shot someone, never needed to shoot anyone. Now he may have been in like a shootout and somebody else did it or something like that, but he specifically has never shot anyone. So
Well, good.
which is awesome. But with that in mind, then if you haven't and you've been in the police force for a long fucking time, is all that shit really that necessary?
Right.
Granted, there's all kinds of police shootings that happen and,
And
stuff
there's
like
all.
that. I'm not saying.
And each situation is different if you're going across the country.
Of course,
you have different areas.
It's all going to be different. I'm just saying I
That-
don't know that all of that equipment is really truly
That's why
that necessary.
a lot of these small towns are getting equipment,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like, are these guys? And they're like, yeah, they're trained, and then a flashbang hits a baby in the face, and he gets burned for
yeah, they
a
totally.
permanent scar.
Yeah, they totally.
It's like, are they?
No, they're not.
There's a lot of things like it's a discussion. It's
Yeah.
a discussion for America.
Yeah, they're
It's-
not. They're not trained because there was some of them were actually pointing weapons at people, just pointing them, and you can't do that unless they're an actual immediate threat. You can't do that. One cop, and this is why I say there's a good side and a bad side.
All it takes is a
One
sneeze.
cop was pointing his weapon. 2 other cops came up and they're like, dude, no, you don't point that at people. Like, what the fuck are you doing? And dude ended up getting reprimanded for it. So, bad cop, this guy. Good cops, dude, no. You know what I mean? So it's like, it exists. And anyone that wants to be like, man, fuck the police. Like, my thought is, dude, granted, I hate authority. I despise it. But there are good cops. It exists. Just the simple ratio, and because you gotta look at it. Everyone that we're dealing with down here are all humans. Humans are good. Humans are bad. Humans make mistakes. There's no way.
Yeah, there's
every single
and
cop
even
is bad.
amazing.
There's no way.
There's an amazing. I'm sure there's a situation where a cop has had an amazing career and then oh shit, accidentally
One bad
shot
fuck
someone.
up. Yeah.
Because you're a human. And
Totally.
and
Totally. It can happen.
sucks.
That's why I think authority is so retarded. Because how can somebody who has the ability to make mistakes, same as anyone else, really be authoritative over anyone else? How are you like some kind of ethical god?
You're
to where-
hoping there's a system implemented to where you're picking the people that fuck up less.
Of course, but there's not.
But there's still people
How
that
much
fuck up.
how much training do cops have to go through to be a cop? We will laugh once we get the answer.
I was going to say,
It's not much.
There's some good academies you can go to and stuff like that,
It's
and
still-
actually go
yeah.
a couple years and do the whole thing. But then, like you
The
said,
majority of them you don't.
No, there's a few that maybe they just show up one day.
So we got a tweet. Is it gay if the police are militarized?
Let's bring that back.
Yes.
Depends how big their guns are.
Totally.
Well,
gay.
hold up. The thought of it, the action of it is gay. But the thought, it is not. No.
The act of it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Isn't that what you used to say?
I think so.
For every single...
No, the act was gay,
What was it?
but you're
Wait, hold up.
who's gay?
If I put it in my butt, it's not... It's gay, but...
If a girl puts it in your butt,
But I'm
not
thinking it's
gay.
a
Oh, we're
girl.
not doing that. We're
No,
just
no,
not-
no, because this is going to clarify it.
No.
If a girl puts it in your butt, technically it's not gay because she's a
gay.
girl doing it.
gay.
But if you're thinking, oh, there's totally a dick in my butt, then yeah, that's gay.
Nope. It's,
You're
'Cause
forced to think it's a dick in your butt.
You're not forced to think anything.
You are.
You're not. We're not getting back on it. You're not. If you
You're
just-
getting pounded. There's hands on your hips.
So when
She has man hands.
when you go
hair
to
on
the
it.
doctor and you get a rectal
does that?
examination,
Nope.
you have to.
No, I don't.
You okay? Well, you
No
can,
one-
You can totally die from it. I'm just saying
Good.
when that happens,
I'll
and
die,
when
not
that
dead.
what do
happens,
you
when that,
have to? I've been to the doctor and like...
dude, you're so young. It's not even.
Yeah, I was
thing
gonna
for
say
you.
it's gonna be a while.
But when you hit like your 30s, like you got to get a finger in your butt. It's a thing.
Yeah.
So when you enjoy it, you better prepare.
I don't go to
You
the
better
doctor. I don't
practice.
go. I won't go.
Yeah, you should definitely go.
My grandpa's been a doctor in like 60 years. or
You should
something.
definitely go. A lot of
doing-
people
I'm
die
doing the same
from
thing.
prostate cancer and what have you. So you should definitely.
It just
go.
reduces
it's a
percents.
thing. It's a thing. But anyway, so when
I
you
don't
go and the doctor
believe
puts his
doctors.
finger in your butt, you're like, oh man, there's a dick in my butt.
That's
No,
yeah.
you're not. You're like, oh, there's a doctor's finger in my butt.
Nope. I would
So
say
you're not. It's not always instant dick in
Is
butt.
it
His
dick? Well, no,
hands
wait,
aren't on my hips, and
wait.
he's not
How do you
moaning
know?
and pounding.
How do you know? Have you had it
What
done
if,
to you?
what if
yet?
your thought is?
So you don't know.
What
If he
what
puts
if-
his hand on my hip, I'll be like, "This is gay."
What if your thought
That's
was-
where the line hit.
What if it's a hot
One was
dog?
science.
If he's
A
like
hot dog?
If he's like, all right, spread
What?
it.
Like I heard.
He's like, spread it, and he's like, ugh. And you're like, whoa! Hey, doc, we good? He's like, I'm good.
Now, if it's something that he's
it's an
like, if he
attractive
recommends it
doctor.
every time,
But also, doctors should not be like enjoying giving you that rectal exam too. So
don't let him do the
that's-
doodle
yeah,
sound.
don't let him tickle your taint.
The
either.
siren, the long,
the
the
gooch.
boom, boom, boom. The
What?
The bloop bloop
what's it
bloop.
called?
No, nothing blue.
Sonar.
blooms.
The sonar sound.
Oh, you boop.
No, it's like boom, boom.
No,
You know, you do
no.
that thing.
Boop. That's what it does.
Okay, anyway.
Yeah, but the two sounds is when it's pinging off something.
Oh, like when you get close to something.
Cool. So if it's an attractive doctor, it's a little gay then.
If it's an attractive.
If you find
If
a
your
man
thought is,
attractive,
you
wow,
already
there's-
call it. Yeah.
If you said if you're thinking, oh, I'm getting fucked, it's gay. But if you're thinking, well, a doctor's fingers in my butt, it's not gay. What if you're thinking?
You could just be
What
bi.
if you're thinking, there's an attractive doctor's finger in my butt? Is that gay then?
No, if it's a female doctor, because that totally can
It's a
happen.
guy doctor.
I don't.
If it's
I'm
a guy-
sure that happens, but that's not a
I mean,
norm.
do you?
You're telling me
What?
you want a female
That
doctor.
you're like,
it's
oh
not
man,
gay.
this is a nice looking dude with his finger in my butt. Like that happens.
That
No, I was talking about the. I'm sure, yeah. If you're like, oh, that's a good looking man. Oh, this is weird for me now.
I don't
No,
think.
because I want his
He's
number.
chiseled. I wonder what he
But I
looks
don't know
like
if
with
I
his
should
shirt
ask
off.
his. I don't know if I should ask for his number.
I don't.
That's gay.
I'd say it's gay. I
little
don't,
gay.
But that's yet again, it's gay. It's gay in your mind. The finger in your butt thing. That's you have to have that done. We can't call that gay at that point.
His nail polish turns black.
It turns
turns
brown.
brown.
Yeah.
He's-
Funny jokes
he doesn't
brought
wear-
to
he
you by
doesn't-
us.
He doesn't wear gloves.
What do you have date rape jokes in your butt?
I'm gonna go in unprotected. Is that cool?
No condom.
Yeah,
Oh, I bleed in you.
that's fine. I'm gonna bleed in.
Wow, that just got weird.
Whoa,
Okay. Well,
Isn't that
Whoa.
gross? That's gross.
that's gross.
You're gonna catch whatever they got if they bleed in you.
Yeah, especially through the ass. Don't you absorb it quicker? There was people, and by the way, don't do this shit at home. And I
They
don't
still
know how
do.
anyone would do this, but like there was people that were like funneling beer
Hamsters?
into their ass, and apparently it gets you like fucked up like way quicker and shit. But like, what a
It
bad idea.
bypasses your liver. Like the.
Oh, so it's
Oh, it's
healthier.
healthier for you. What are we doing? We can do it.
Stop being.
That doesn't make it healthier. It still goes to your liver. It just hits your brain first.
All
Oh,
right,
that's way better for you.
so somebody just said George only likes quesaritos in his butt, and
I'm not mad. at
True.
quesadillas.
Yeah, well, what if the spicy sauce happens?
Yeah, if there's Chipotle sauce, then
I don't want the spicy
Nope, I don't want
in
Chipotle
my
sauce.
butt. That's how I absorb.
that's how I absorb.
It's
Okay.
like that South Park. What'd you say about ISIS? What was that post
About
about?
Archer now?
You said what?
Yeah, we are. That cracks me up that they went with that name.
I don't remember
that's
what the statement was, but
Oh, okay.
somebody said something essentially about like it being, I guess it being like a conspiracy brought to you by our government.
Brought to you by.
Well,
There was something going on with it, and then apparently it was like really believable. So this
Quesadilla.
chick was like,
Damn.
"Don't tell me stuff like that.
Yeah.
I want to be completely unaware. Ignorance is bliss. Ignorance is bliss." You know what I mean? And I just think that shit is fucking retarded. What a stupid way of living.
She lives in a 50s
What a
sitcom.
That I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all, and I don't care if you're offended. If you're one of those people, ignorance is bliss. Ignorance is you're stupid, and you're part of the problem. Because if you're not aware of the things that suck for everyone, then we can't fix them. So you got to be aware. Just try to and you know what sucks about that? You never know what's bullshit and what's real. It's so difficult to tell the difference between the bullshit and the real shit because who the fuck's typing it? How do you know they know what they know?
Well, actually,
You
a
know
lot
what I mean?
of robots type.
It's a terrifying fuck shit system and world that we live in. But and I think it all boils down to people have the ability to lie. If no one had the ability to lie, then things would be so much better. Because if somebody was writing an article, they wouldn't even necessarily be like, I think it's this. They'd be like, blah, blah, blah. This is what I know about it. This is what I don't know about it. You know what I mean? Like, there wouldn't be any, oh, yeah, and so-and-so got hit in the face. They didn't get hit in the face, but this makes for better shit. You know what I mean? Like, if people didn't have the ability to lie, we'd be so much fucking better off, bro. How do we fix that? How can you fix the human ability to be able to fucking lie? I don't even think animals lie. I don't think they have the capacity to lie.
We're the worst of the wildlife.
They can sabotage things and set up traps, stuff like that.
I don't think they're lying, though.
Well, if it's a trap,
How's that a lie?
you make it look safe.
Well, how do they make traps? What traps?
The sand.
There's
the sand
there's
octopus thing. It's like dun dun dun.
oh yeah but that's more you're deceiving.
That's not. That's not
I don't know that that's a lie.
Yeah, it's more deceiving.
Unless
Is
in their
deceiving
animal,
a lie?
unless in their animal voice, they're like, nope, no one here, totally not here, totally not here, joking, ha ha ha, I was here. Like if they said that, that's a lie.
Does lies have to be vocal?
I think so.
lies. I'm lying.
I don't know. Let's look up lie.
This is like.
I want to lie down.
Can I? Yeah, I would love to
To what, George? To lie down?
lie you down.
Oh!
Get a whiff of that
This guy is my
fungus.
gay porn all day at work today.
Is that
No.
gay?
Oh wow! I was like, "What the fuck?" I look up lie definition, right? And I was under verb, and it said of a person or animal, and I'm like, "Dude, they totally fucking lie." But then it says,
Yeah.
"Be in or assume a horizontal or resting position." Supporting service.
That's the first definition?
Yeah.
LIE?
Yeah. Let's see. Bury, be, remain, or kept in a specific state of something, of a place, be situated. Dude, that's like totally all I'm saying. Of a scene extended from observer's viewpoint of an action, charge or claim, be admissible or sustainable. The way, direction, or position in which something lies. What the fuck, bro? Here we go. An intentionally false statement.
So it is spoken.
Used with reference to a situation involving deception or found on a mistaken impression.
So,
all
when-
their married life, she had been living a lie.
So when my dog barks,
And nothing's
it makes
better.
me think someone's coming, and he knows the bark to do that. And I come running, and no one's there. Did he lie to me?
to get your attention. Yes.
Maybe, but they also say dogs can see ghosts, so maybe he was dealing with something like that.
No, he's looking. He does.
They also
He looks
say,
out the window. And
They
does
also say that dogs
nothing
think
going.
everything
Well,
else
he
is
barks
a dog.
out the window. He might have seen a bug, maybe that just irritated him.
He does it too often. Oh, fuckhead.
Bugs are all over the place, so
He doesn't bark at bugs. He's never barked at a bug.
not on the inside.
Well, we're gonna get some cameras,
I'm just,
and then we're gonna get some cameras that could see ghost.
yeah.
And then
Now we're getting to the root of the problem.
if there's ghost, the population of ghost would be
But
everywhere.
he might also not be lying. He might even be just trying to get your attention. Like, hey, hey.
Oh, lie.
with the
What else
bark
can he do?
that he knows is the alarm bark.
What else does he do? Like,
He does regular barks.
But what might be the alarm bark he might see gets you to actually come. So he's like, okay, I'm gonna do this. He'll come. That's what I want him to do.
knows
He's
what-
training you.
right, he's using
He's trained you.
something.
Steven's dog knows.
I don't know that it's
him to
deception. I think he just knows how to get you to be there. He trained you, and he trained you well. Good job,
Well,
human.
it only worked twice.
I don't come anymore.
Now,
Bark.
no, not at all.
Just
I have
bark a bunch,
erectile
faggot.
dysfunction.
I made that joke a long time ago, but no one caught it because everyone talks over me.
Oh, you speak softly through your beard. It's so wispy.
I'm just not a very assertive person.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, no, you're totally assertive.
I shrug.
You're totally assertive.
Never
You're like, I
mind.
can't even get a word
I
in.
had a bad day. Never mind.
Everyone's looking at me.
I thought you had an amazing day.
Slow.
He was. It was great.
It's good day.
Sun was out. It's a good day.
Whatever, man. Anyway,
Tomorrow, I'm gonna have a great day.
yeah. So just fucking
Friday.
So you know what? Here, since we're doing challenges, let's have a don't lie all day challenge.
I did that today. I did it the day before
And I
that.
fucking-
day before that.
and-
day before that.
I'm gonna say whoever's watching.
You don't lie. He doesn't fart, whistle, or lie.
fart whistle.
Fart whistle.
He doesn't fart, whistle.
Oh,
There's the comma.
There's a comma, not a colon,
Just a sibling.
because a fart and a colon.
Yeah, I get it. Yes.
What about a semicolon?
I just.
really-
How about a
Oh,
hemicolon?
He hates semicolons. So
You whoo.
We know.
Gotta breathe. That word's brought up. Just breathe.
you good? You should turn that
Yeah, I don't
breath
know.
into a
I
whistle.
know I don't lie. I don't.
At all.
No, to who?
Well, are you really that lonely?
Only time I ever lie is at work when I'm trying to mess with freaking one of my coworkers.
Yeah. He does all the time. It's pretty funny.
It's hilarious because they're like,
It's an obvious lie, though.
Yeah.
It's
Like a very like he's like, dude, why'd you just take that? And George will be holding it and be like, I didn't take it. What? I didn't do that. You know, like it's a very obvious lie.
yeah,
It's funny.
Yeah. Other than that, I don't.
Your girlfriend's like, do I look good in this?
I'm like, hell yeah.
Or hell no.
She looks. Or
Or do you say-
Or she'll come into work and, and I'll tell her she looks.
George doesn't lie, folks.
Gonna kill me.
I've witnessed George.
You look terrible.
I've
Yeah, I
witnessed
kind of
George.
said it. But
It was so.
she didn't look terrible.
It was so funny.
She didn't look terrible.
No, but it was still funny. But no, I feel you. For the most part, like I really have no need to tell a lie either, because it's like,
Right.
for fucking what? Like who do I lie to, right? Yeah.
I guess that's true.
I just don't give a shit. You know
I
what
fluff
I mean?
people a lot.
The only thing I'm getting out of
Sales.
this is that he lies a lot.
You fluff people.
Yeah,
The
I
only
fluff
thing I've
people
gotten
a
out of
lot.
this is that you lie a lot. So,
Oh, when you're like, oh, you have a really good idea, blah blah blah.
and it's really not a good idea.
Yeah, stuff
that.
like that, or because I mean,
tell
I
us-
get hit with business ideas
tell us
all
about
day,
your
every day.
line.
Dude, but if money didn't
Tell us about your line.
exist, you wouldn't be doing that, right? Because technically speaking, if it's a bad idea and you honestly believe it's a bad idea,
If
technically you're
it's
sitting.
terrible, I'll tell them. I'll be like, "This is the worst. This is the jump to conclusions,
music.
Matt from Office Space.
Right.
It's conclusions that
Office
you
Space.
jump to.
Is it on Netflix?
Just
Office Space.
Just get
it
it.
might be.
Because
just get a TV.
He has a TV.
I do.
You
No,
do.
yes.
You should use it.
I'm trying to.
At least for reference.
I'm a normal human being.
Yeah, you should totally watch Office Space. It's fucking awesome.
If it's on Netflix, I will.
It might be. I don't know.
Skibbity bee.
I'm just saying, look it up.
I watched. I've been.
I know The Office is, but
Yeah.
that's not Office Space. So
I know that Archer is.
that's something to know.
Woo. What are the concepts there? But yeah,
Yeah.
it's not.
Yeah,
Office
it's the
Space.
same word, office, isn't it?
Anyway, so don't fucking lie. All fixed.
Yeah.
Are there situations where lying is beneficial?
I was thinking the other day. I was thinking about this, and I had it. And I had a scenario where it was, and I can't remember what it was now. Crap! I need to write this stuff down.
I mean, you could be
Well,
a
it's-
diplomat. You go to another country where you're supposed to burp to imply the food is good, or you offend everyone.
Yeah, we should have a show about lying, and we got the perfect candidate to come on the show.
and you eat, and you're like, this is fucking horrible. But you're like, I gotta burp because of the custom, and fake it.
But why can't you just be honest? Why can't you just be like, honestly, I didn't like it?
It's the
If
environment you're going into.
I know, I get that, but people need to stop being such sensitive little bitches because
That's
it's
a
like
big part of lying too. Is that
other people's
yeah,
feelings
it's like
and
we're
stuff.
freaking
Yeah.
crying about shit.
Well, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, people should stop being sensitive little bitches. Like, if I don't particularly like your food, then I just didn't like it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I should be able to say I didn't like it, but I'm sure y'all have some dishes that
Well-
are awesome. You know what I mean? Or maybe it's just my taste. Because think about literally, scientifically, what that means. Your taste buds dictate what you do and don't like, and you have no say so over
Right.
the fucking matter. So
Right.
you're gonna get mad because my taste buds didn't particularly like your shit? Fuck you.
Well, everyone else does.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? Like, that's not cool. It's fucked up. No, I don't think.
So,
like,
When it comes to your taste buds, other people should be less sensitive.
yeah, people should.
You
be,
want people to change to fit.
I want people to not be sensitive if I say that what they made I didn't really like. I think it's fair. Same. I would want them to do the same. Be like, I didn't really like it. Then I could be like this. I could say, okay, well, like, what kind of things do you like? Because next time you come around, I could make that for you. If I'm trying to be nice
Yeah,
and
there's
make
the
you
problem.
food.
You could lie and be like, "Yo, I loved it," and then you just keep getting it the rest of your life, and you're like, "Shit." This
Right, it fucking sucks,
sucks.
and then life just sucks. Like, why can't we just be honest with people, and then
Yeah.
life would be better? You know what I mean? But granted, with honesty comes humility
Responsibility.
and
Oh.
responsibility and other things
With-
too. I'm trying to fit that in. I don't.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
I was calling Spider-Man.
No, but like you have to learn how to not take offense. You know what I mean? Like
Well, and you also have
When I
to
tell him his music
articulate
sucks.
and articulate in such a way to where you're not offensive. too.
exactly.
You don't
exactly.
want to be terribly.
Like, you don't
blunt.
just want to say that's shit. That's shit. You don't
Yeah.
want to do that, even though you might be thinking that shit. You need to say, I don't really like it for whatever
For
reason.
food, it's easy. You'd be like, you know what? This could be great food. I just don't like.
It's just not my. It's not my thing.
I don't like it.
It's
I
not
don't,
my thing.
He doesn't like McDonald's, and everyone else does. So McDonald's in front of him,
Yeah,
he's gonna be like, "This
yeah.
is shit," and we're gonna be like, "It's really good." That was
McDonald's is not.
planned
really
out.
good.
So good.
Yeah, no, it worked well for you, but it doesn't because you.
Yo, we need to have a
like
show about
McDonald's.
lying and have our boy on. Our boy that lies.
Oh God, he lies all the fucking time. I hope you're watching this right now. By the
Yo,
way,
you lie.
you lie so much, dude. So let's.
You're a boy.
You know what? Just tell the story, George, about
school.
the college thing. Yeah.
Yeah, so we got this employee, and he was checking someone out, and I don't know why he lied. It was just a random customer. So this customer's
Is he critical heat?
no, because that's not. He's not an employee anymore. Critical Heat doesn't not employee with us anymore.
Oh, I was like, what? Critical heat.
Yeah.
No.
So this dude lies. Let's just call him. I don't know. Lies. This is Liza standing there. Customer's ringing up, and the customer. I don't even know why he asked. It was really weird. He was like, "Do you go to school?" And Liza's like, "Yeah, I go to school." He's like, "Oh, the guy's like, "Oh, where do you go?" And he's like, "I go to Gwinnett Tech. You know, I do blah 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 blah." And I'm like, "When was the last time you went to school?"
After
like-
the customer leaves.
Yeah. I'm like, well, I was like, "Yeah."
He didn't want to be looked down upon. That's where you're so sensitive. You're lying to cover up your sensitivities.
Right, but it failed miserably because this happened.
Yeah. So he was like, "I was like, when's the last time you went to school, Caleb?" I just said his name. Whatever.
Lies.
What's his last name and address in Twitter?
I don't care. Whatever. He knows. He told me to. He was there. He told
Yeah.
the story.
Stop lying, Caleb.
You know. Anyway, so he fucking.
You said his name.
And then he was like,
Yeah. Yeah, this guy tells the truth so much that he had to say his
I'm crying. How can you
Like
lie by
liar,
his name?
"What color is the cup?" Say it's blue.
Just call
Say it's blue.
call him lies, Caleb.
All right,
slipped out.
continue. So he
dude-
doesn't go to school.
Dude,
obviously.
anyway, so I'm like, when's the last time you went to school? Because he works a lot, like almost every day, like I do, whatever.
Right.
He's like, Wednesday. I was like, Wednesday, all right. Like, he's like, last Wednesday. I was like, all right, cool. So I grabbed the schedule. He worked 10 to 4 last Wednesday. I'm like, you worked 10 to 4. I'm like, when'd you go to school? He said, in the morning. I'm like, you went to school in the morning and came here at 10. He's like, yeah, I only have one class. I was like, you have one class one day a week. He's like, yeah, it's at 7. I was like, at 7? I was like, I went to Gwinnett Tech, and the earliest class I had was like 8:30. I was like, I showed him the parking lot, at around 8, and no one
He's
was
like,
there.
don't push it.
And he was like, oh, I'll show you my thing. I'm like, dude. And then he was
Did
like,
he?
Why are you gonna show me your dick? That has nothing to do with what you
and then
just
finally,
pointed out.
he was like, no, I'm just messing with y'all, or I'm just playing. Whatever he said.
One of
He's like, I don't go.
those.
Anyway, he's like, I don't go to school. And I was like, I know you don't. But anyway, he's like, I went to school. I went last Wednesday. I went at 7 in the morning. I go 1 day a week. It was like all these lies, and I was like, why did you even lie to the customer? You're never gonna see him again, like ever.
Ever. So why?
He just didn't want to be judged for that split second.
But
in
now
his
he's
life.
judged as a liar. And now it's a known thing. I like every time.
Most people
every
get away
day
with
now-
lies every
Every day.
day.
No, not this guy. Every day now, I'm like, hey, you're lying.
He was asked to stay late the other day, and he was like, oh, I gotta go talk to my grandpa.
Yeah,
He
and-
kept saying like,
What a horrible!
Well, no, but granted, he might have. He might have gone and actually
he
talked
did,
to
though.
him.
There's no way.
Well, no, he might
About
have. He
going
might
to
have.
school?
He might have, but
I
he also got his
apologize.
he also got his rims changed or whatever.
It's
And I
the
knew,
rim
and he got a rim job. He also got a rim job. He talked
Well,
to
he
his
showed his
grandfather and
thing.
got a rim
Nice
job.
black.
That's awesome. All right, but anyway,
brown nails.
rim job. That's awesome.
I haven't meant to joke to him about it yet.
Yeah, we totally
nice
gotta do
rim
it.
job, bro.
Yeah, you got a rim job, right?
What happens if he's not
Oh,
coming?
he's gonna change his rims again, and then we're gonna be like, dude, you got 2 rim jobs?
Same person?
It's no good for him right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, he was asked to stay late, and he's like, I'm waiting for my dad to call. I'm waiting. And then whenever the time he was supposed to leave came, he was like, I'm just gonna head out. He's like, I gotta go talk to my grandfather, whatever he said.
Yeah, whatever you-
And we were just like, just say you don't want to stay. We can't make you. Like,
Right.
and then you have the phone thing too. But there's just so many stories. We could do a whole episode.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. But anyway, at the end of the day, though, what has ended up happening, and he's a cool dude for all intents and purposes. He's
No.
a cool dude.
He's still a dude.
But the lying thing, like, I know I can't trust him. If he tells me something, I'm always going to be like, you're probably lying, dude. It's like the boy who cried wolf kind of situation, you know what I mean? So, like, now, as far as, like, me believing him, or if he's like, hey, I'm going to go do blah, 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 he could be totally telling the truth. I'm just going to be like, you're probably not. Probably fucking not. You know what I mean? And it sucks. It ruins your credibility. But telling the truth, there's really the only downside to telling the truth right now, given our fucking little bitch state that we're in, is that people might get offended. But if you can articulate what you're saying and not be a dickhead about it, because there's a way to not be a dickhead, of course. If you can articulate it and try to not be a dickhead, I think the world would be a substantially better place. You have to keep people's, feelings and emotions, in mind, but you also need to not lie. There's no need to. You know what I mean? In my opinion, currently.
Well, what
you
if
gotta get me-
there's secrets or something that need to be protected?
Like what?
No,
I
I
think
guess-
secrets are a problem too, though. Secret. I mean, bro, think about just our government in general.
What
It's
about,
not- I'm not gonna go
hold
that
up.
far.
What about you telling me stuff that I can't tell other people and I don't tell anyone else? And if someone asks, I'm like, I can't say anything.
That's not a lie. You didn't lie at all. You just said you can't say.
No, I was just going along the same lines.
Yeah, I was
But,
just making it
but what
personal.
happens though? What happens with secrets though? With that, is that when you say you can't say anything, they know that you know. So then they're like, oh, well, he likes George more than he likes me. So it's still secrets can still. hurt.
Obviously, he's like me more than anyone else. I mean, come on.
I don't know anyone else. And then you fix your hair
He
afterwards?
always does. He does this like.
It's not that kind of like, George. I think you're okay. don't pretty yourself up after saying you like me the most. What is
No, he
that?
does. He does.
Yeah, George doesn't lie.
I'm not lying.
It's magical.
We
It's
should
weird.
just,
Dude, it's just been on us.
No, I
forever.
know it has. It's been on this. The whole time we were talking about the whole lie story was on this one. I just switched it literally like a second ago.
I believe you because you don't lie.
Whatever. I don't believe me.
I said I believe you because the button just
He
happened.
got reverse offended.
Good God, yeah. Don't ever compliment me again.
Never.
Good gosh, man. But anyway, yeah. I mean, I yet again, I don't know of a scenario where
I can't remember last time I
where
lied. I'm
lying
trying to think
would
of a
be
story.
the best route to go.
Well,
Unless you're just afraid of
all right.
hurting somebody's
during the
feelings.
Holocaust, when people would hide Jews and the Nazis would come in, the people they
Okay.
were like, "Do you have Jews here?" And you'd be like, "No,
Okay.
I do not."
Right. Okay.
They
Yeah,
should have done that.
That's a good
They should have lied.
scenario.
That's a good lie.
Nope. Shouldn't have lied. I'm kidding. That was
Right.
a joke.
Right. Yeah. No, that's a good scenario. That's a good scenario.
Those kind of lies happen in Africa today.
I
Like,
would.
Do you have any people?
I would
like
say
this?
that. I would say that kind of a lie is fine. However, what if you're harboring somebody that's really horrible. You know what I mean? Like a mass murderer. He's like, you know.
Opposite. The Jewish people are like, is Hitler in here?
Right,
No,
exactly.
no,
Yeah,
no.
they're coming for Hitler, and he's like, no,
he's
no
not.
one's here, no one's here.
he's not
See,
behind the
because
bookcase.
then that
Oh,
line's
yeah,
a bad line.
Yeah, you're protecting a bad person. at that
So at that point, it's. But do you know he's bad? Like, what if you?
point.
Just
Well, they
somehow
were trying
didn't
to
know?
erase a whole.
No, I know.
So they were getting the good, the bad, the ugly, the
I gather
beautiful.
that. I'm just saying, like, what if somehow you're one of those people, like, I don't want to know anything bad. What if you're one of those people and you're completely oblivious, and this dude's like, people are trying to kill me, just, don't tell them I'm here. Okay, because people killing someone, that's bad, so you don't want to do it. So they might
Yeah.
be like, oh, no, he's totally not here. But technically, you just did something really bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Brings
you-
up a nice question.
So that's interesting.
Nice question.
I would say in most cases, lying is not cool, though. I'd say for the most part.
Right.
But I do agree that that is a scenario where lying
Right.
technically
No, that was a good scenario.
would be
I was
worthwhile.
trying to think of one.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's,
you're trying
that's
to
a
think
good
of
one.
one.
I was trying to think of one. That was a good one. You know, that's a good. We should always bring up the Holocaust.
I'm sure it fits in some way every time.
Every time it fits in some way.
Oh,
Well, this is getting weird.
he showed me his thing, and I was like, wait.
Maybe he's not lying. He showed me his thing. If y'all,
So you know it's real.
It's a mood penis.
if y'all, let's say, family member, brother, a really good friend or something, did something like bad or whatever, like, would you still stick up for him, or would you be like, nah, fuck him?
Bad in what capacity?
It
Like,
depends
killed
what
someone?
it is, because like if he did something like, not to justify it, but like let's say a couple of your family members are killed, and he goes and he shoots at them, and maybe doesn't kill them, but then the law is looking for him also. You'd be like, would you protect him? Would you lie about his whereabouts?
I don't know.
Wait, a couple of family members.
But then again, it's you lying for someone else.
I wasn't going about lying. I was just bringing up
We need to
this
figure out a
question.
situation where I'm lying for myself and it's good. I wonder if that's possible.
If that's a thing.
Yeah.
If you're ugly and you're telling yourself you look good, you should do it. Tell yourself you look good.
Yeah, what if you went around spreading positivity? Like I saw a lady jogging.
That can
backfire.
depending on how you do it.
I
You know
saw-
what? I don't have to jog anymore.
I saw
yeah. Oh, you know what? And she's like real fat.
Yeah,
and she
yeah,
dies of fucking
Yeah, so
heart
no,
attack and
you're dumb.
diabetes.
no, not like that. No, not even like that. There was this lady jogging, and I could see in her face she was struggling. I'm like, it'd probably be good if someone's like, "You're doing a good job. Keep it up. Like you're gonna get there." And obviously, I don't know that. I'm lying when I say it.
Was she sweating?
Yeah,
She was doing a good job.
yeah.
That's the purpose of
Sure,
working out.
but
is
I
to
still
sweat.
don't know.
You knew.
her running was terrible.
But
was
she
very-
she was sweating. She was sweating and
Oh,
she
I
was
know
tired.
I got you.
She was sweating and she was tired.
It
So
was-
if anything, that's a pep talk. That's fair. I wouldn't be mad at that.
Yeah.
That's fine. But that's not even necessarily a lie because she was sweating. Now, if she was doing this
It would have been
and
a
not
lie.
sweating at all,
It would have been a lie if I said it because it didn't look like a good job to me. Like it would have been against my beliefs to say you're doing well.
It wouldn't be against my beliefs to say it though, because I would look at
I
it
know,
and
but
say,
I'm
oh,
saying.
she's sweating.
But the scenario is, I don't believe this, but I'm saying this because I think it will benefit.
So you don't think she did a good job prior to you pulling up?
Pulling out.
Weird.
Pulling
You don't
in.
think she did a good job prior?
I don't
to?
think she was exercising well because her running looked very.
But how did she sweat?
Because she was running.
You can walk
Here's
outside and
the
sweat.
thing though. That none of that
sweat driving to
matters. Let's keep it simple. I'm saying I didn't believe she was exercising well. She was exercising. And
What's the
Feels
point of
hilarious.
exercising though?
to get
Look like
better,
me.
To
be a better
sweat.
person. Sure.
If she was sweating, then she was doing.
I still don't
she-
believe it was good.
You could have said
It
you're
was-
doing,
it
you
would
could
have
have
been-
said you're doing a good job, but maybe you might want to run like this.
Oh,
a little bit.
see that? I think that negativity though.
That's not negativity. That's positive.
She
that's
may have taken
positive
it that way.
That yet again,
That's
that's,
the
the
problem.
receiver.
Sure, but I'm
That's the
I'm
res-
just talking about me lying to give her a boost.
Then no, that's not a boost at all. Then you would have been doing her a disservice by not being honest with her, telling her that she was doing it incorrectly. That she'd just stay where she.
but
she'd
I
stay
wouldn't.
stagnant.
I wouldn't know what correct is.
What do you mean you wouldn't know what correct?
I wouldn't
is?
have known how to
Then-
correct
then
her
Don't
running.
comment on anything
No.
if you're not familiar
that's a
with
good
what
point,
you're
too.
dealing with.
Well, but what if I'm like, hey, keep it up? Just a simple.
But
keep
what
it
if
up.
she's doing something bad? What if you tell Hitler keep it up?
No, it's not that
you
way.
don't really
Hitler.
know what he's doing.
I don't think you're doing good at what you're doing, but something must be right. Is what I'm
Something
saying
was
about the
right. She
female.
was sweating. That's
okay. Well,
right.
good.
So when you say
was I
keep it
gonna
up,
say?
that's
What was I
fine.
gonna say?
That's fine. She was keeping it up. She was sweating.
She was keeping it up. That's why I keep hearing she was
I would say
keeping it up.
I would say I like where you're going with it, but I think this particular thing doesn't
Okay.
work.
Well, there's going to be a situation.
There's got to be a
where-
situation.
Right.
Right. And, but if they're doing it incorrectly, I wouldn't.
Okay.
say
Let's
keep
say
it up.
they are,
are
but
doing
you're
it
just
correctly.
spreading positivity.
You said they are doing what? It incorrectly?
Or maybe incorrectly.
But
It's not a bad thing that's incorrect.
okay. Like what?
Like a kid is doing math or something like that.
keep up the good
Keep
work.
up good work.
He's like 2 plus
well-
2 is 16.
Well, he keeps screwing
Good
up.
job.
Gold star. Let's keep rewarding you for shit you should be doing.
Yeah, that's what we already do. That's.
Okay. There's going to be a situation.
I'm sure there might be. It's just a matter of finding.
It's just
that
where
person.
you
Yeah,
can
that's not
spread
why.
positivity
Fucking
even if you don't
recent
believe
lie.
in
I
it.
can't think of a recent lie.
Right. Well, but the thing is, if you don't believe in it, do you know enough about it to know that it is in fact positive? You know,
Well, sometimes just trying is a positive
Taco Bell.
thing.
trying is awesome. If you say, "Dude, you're doing awesome because you're trying," and that's fucking awesome.
They ran
That's
out
great.
of churros.
Then there's no downfall in that, but there's also no lie in that because you truly believe that it's awesome that they're trying.
Oh, well, they could be horrible at it. And you may believe it's terrible that they're trying, but then on the flip note, you're like, the actual act of trying is
right.
good.
Yeah, horrible is subjective. If you're saying, "Dude, it's awesome that you're trying," and like you're
But you're fucking
doing
terrible.
Yeah, that's fine. But if you know anything about it though, I think you should say it's awesome that you're trying, and I think it'd be cool if you could give them like some pointers, but like just to let you know what if you do this, it might help you out. It's worth thinking about.
What
You know
if
what I
it's
mean?
a
Keep
mentally
doing
handicapped
that.
person like
See,
George?
The problem is like
You just want them to
Some
try.
people say stuff and they don't think it's going to take and some people take it differently. Like for example, when I got my car, my stepdad was like, he was trying to say that like it looked good because it's old and like it was like super clean. It looked good. There's no dents or scratches or anything in it. And he's like trying to say it looked good or whatever, but like he was like. He's like, yeah, he's like, the person who owned it must have been some old lady or something. So it came off as like I was driving like an old lady car. but
Right,
he
right.
meant it was like it was taken good care of or whatever, you know.
Right.
So it's like those like that happens too when you're trying to like kind of like tell people stuff like
Communication
with the line
issues,
thing.
yeah.
It's like people they'll get offended, but they didn't mean to. They're like, no, that's
Right. So yeah, so I would just say communication is key. You know what I mean? You got to
communication's always the number 2.
pencil.
I don't know where I was going with that.
Yeah, no, communication is
Is
huge.
always the shit, I guess,
Right.
is what he was trying
Right.
to say. I don't
Communication's
know.
the shit.
I was trying to be funny. But
Yeah, I mean we've had conversations
George, that
about
was a good try.
that was not.
That was
You
a
lied.
good try.
There it is. Last time I lied was me saying something was fine when it wasn't. Taco Bell, they ran out of churros, and I was like, you know what, that's fine. But it wasn't fine. That's not fine.
But it's something you had to accept.
I had accepted it, and I said that's fine. I was lying, though. I was super mad. No, I'm kidding.
Damn, bro. Taco Bell meant the world to you right there.
Nah, that was a joke. I don't even know last time I lied. I'm trying to think if I've like lied to like the big boss man before. I don't think I've even done that. First
Yeah,
time
I
just
mean,
was like, I
there's-
don't know.
in most every case, there's really no reason to. It's just you're worried about the repercussions of like the truth, and it's like,
Well, you got compulsive liars, too, that just do it.
which is weird to me. I don't get.
Like
I've
they're
seen
just
it. but
wired
I've seen
that way.
it. I've seen it. Lies.
Some people are just
Can't even lie and say his
wired.
wrong name.
Right, that's just hilarious. But there was another. There was somebody else that I've come in contact with before that was all the time lying, and everyone knew it. And everyone
Yeah.
would like all mention it, and you question said person, what have you, and they always had another lie to like back up their lie. And it got ridiculous, bro. It got ridiculous.
So your friend at work probably is printing up a diploma right now. Like, see?
Told you.
Like, weird. You worked.
Did you print this?
Weird.
No, you lied.
Wait, weird. You worked Impress yesterday.
I printed it here.
Oh, I found the file. No, it's I scanned it.
The school sent that to me
because
they couldn't. Their printers weren't working, so they sent it to me for me to print it out.
It says your name here.
right.
No, that's
That's
That's my first name. You're not here.
you read it
they,
wrong.
Unami.
They misspelled my name, so I told them to send me the template and I'd fix it.
Oh,
That's not bad.
no, that's a good lie.
That's a better.
Good job.
That's
You
getting
sound
there.
like you've been practicing
Yeah,
lying.
I am. Pretty good at it. No.
But yeah, I don't know. I think lying is not really the business in that capacity.
That one time I got in a lot. One time I like really got in trouble was lying to my mom.
You know what's funny?
Yeah.
It's an interesting story.
A stand-up comedian brought this up. He says, when men look in the mirror, we find something right, or even lie to
Damn, look at
ourselves
that
how we
beard.
look. Yeah, and even kind of lie to ourselves. Where women go the opposite. They find something wrong and lie to themselves about how fat they are when they're not fat.
Right.
Do we lie to ourselves?
Hell yeah. No, I say I'm the greatest, and I am. Hell no.
I don't.
That's true. You do say that all the time, and I don't think you're the greatest at anything. If we're being real,
I'm the best at everything I do.
go on. What do you think you're the greatest at, though? Because that is a lie.
I don't know. That's a good
Well,
point.
I
You
don't
can't
know.
really be the greatest at.
Well, I
That's-
don't know. We don't know. It's subjective because we haven't tested your greatness against other people's.
Yeah,
greatness.
what's something? Do you have it? It'd be
He's
funny
great-
if you did have a talent.
He's
that-
great. He's great at being positive. He's a pretty positive.
Is
dude.
he the greatest though?
No.
I don't know. We don't
Probably
know.
not.
SpongeBob's pretty fucking positive.
SpongeBob doesn't actually exist. So.
But someone created him,
Yeah.
Right.
so they must be really positive.
Or they're really negative and they're just using their cynicism to create somebody that's super positive.
Right. I've seen bubbly people.
Yeah.
I'm the best at promoting Adidas. I'm just
No, you're not.
like a hat, man.
Jaron did way better than you. Just
Yell
by
at you every
making a
single
song
time.
because more people know who he is. So
Next.
that's fair, right? So it's not that.
I'm going to be great at something. You're not the greatest at whistling
Best at not the greatest at whistling.
or farting.
Nope.
I might be the greatest at farting. It could be legitimate.
That's stupid.
So that is a lie you tell.
What?
No, I'm saying him calling himself the greatest all the time.
No, because
I
he,
guess
we haven't.
self-confidence is a lie.
He's the greatest.
Oh, I mean, in the sense of
He's
being
the greatest.
best.
He's the greatest at being the George that he is. You can't. That's a fact.
He's the best at being him.
yeah.
But
he's the
then
greatest at
again,
it.
like if he's sick or something and someone else comes in and acts like him, they're the greatest.
You
at
gonna
being
act
him.
like me? I dare someone try to act like me. Bet you won't.
Bet you won't. I don't think anyone wants to.
right.
They can't handle it.
He's the greatest at being him.
You want to take a drive in the George Mobile? Go for it.
It's an old grandma car.
No dents on this Chevy.
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 Chevy. But
But,
yeah, man. So that's
yeah,
that.
men. All men.
And now,
I think my priest is good.
Hold on.
After everything he says all men.
and he's positive, right? And he said, I had an amazing day.
That was
And
pretty
earlier you were like,
It was a really good day.
it's subjective.
It was really
It is.
good.
So technically, you're kind of calling him a liar?
Precisely.
No, I'm not calling him a liar. We just have different outlooks.
That's precisely.
In fact, me saying it's subjective.
But you were saying
actually
why
implies-
you disagree with the use of amazing, I guess. in
It doesn't
that
mean
sense.
that he's
That's
wrong about
precisely.
anything. First of all, he's if we're agreeing that he's the greatest George that he can be, you know what I mean, like the best George ever.
I don't think he says that when he says he's the greatest. I think he's trying
Greatest at
to
everything.
go towards, humanity and
Everything I've ever
everything.
done, I'm just so good at.
See?
Yeah, but that's clear. He's clearly joking. He
Well, in
laughs
that case-
after.
Joking.
But there's times where he
Name one thing I'm
doesn't.
bad at. Let's count them.
Okay. Maybe
Nothing.
counting. Go ahead, count.
Nothing. I don't see
Oh,
anything
okay.
up right now.
Yeah, so you're not good at counting.
No, I'm saying I'm trying to get you to list stuff. And nothing.
Red leather, yellow leather.
Something that you're,
Oh, that's not.
something that you're bad at.
Red leather, yellow leather.
Something
Oh
that
my
you-
gosh, I'm the greatest.
Yeah, you're good now.
Something that you're bad at though.
He's bad at basketball.
Humility.
I'm bad at. I'm not bad at.
Might be bad at humility. Saying that you're the greatest of everything. That might be the one thing. So
And
one.
the greatest at hold on. When you say the greatest at everything, that means you're the best at giving blowjobs.
I am.
All right.
I'm the best.
Let's
Oh, wait.
test the theory.
When are we gonna do? When we gonna? Didn't you told me you want to be dressed as a girl? Remember that?
Hold on.
Remember
You remember when we were going to do
Wait, what?
right after I
Remember,
said
remember, you said something about wanting me to dress up as a girl
For what?
and suck your dick.
That totally never happened. That totally never happened.
Is that a lie?
That's a lie.
Remember that show we had?
But was that a bad lie?
we had
We're
that
all
show.
laughing.
We had that
It was
show.
funny.
Positive
It was
energy
funny, but
lie.
it was
We had
so
no,
positive energy.
We had that show we had that show where we talked about how we like if it's gay, if we accidentally do a guy was the girl or whatever, and then like we made that joke where something like he wanted me to dress up as a girl.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah,
I said I wanted him to dress up as a
No,
girl.
you didn't. But there's some joke was made around.
He was
it.
trying to say it's along those lines.
It was something.
Okay, I don't remember what
It was
happened.
something funny.
So I'm sure it was funny.
Because I said it.
That's a lie.
That's what we do.
That's a fucking
How?
Because it's not.
We're laughing right now.
Yeah. I'm laughing at what you said.
So
but
it's
not
funny.
then. I was very serious on that episode.
You were never serious. You're never serious, damn near
Hold
ever.
on.
That's a lie.
I'm never serious really either. though.
I don't furrow.
It's
Trying
different.
Unless
to
I'm
furrow
playing
here.
some.
I have areas in which I do.
I heard
get
areolas.
serious. I have areolas too. I have both. I have times in which I'll be serious and times in which like I don't, and it just depends on the subject matter or topic in hand or situation. And there's that. That's
So Steven is touching things inappropriately.
and you're licking the air inappropriately.
Let's talk about.
Ferguson.
We did already. We mentioned it real quick.
Oh, I don't know if that's just a real quick situation.
It could be. If the system worked.
What system though?
It's been all
All
over.
of 'em.
Everyone's like, I'm not saying Ferguson shouldn't be talked about because it should be talked about.
Should totally be talked about.
It should still
I'll
be
go
talked
for it.
about.
What do you want to talk about it?
Well,
But
about
there's
that.
not much difference we can say.
I mean, there's a bunch of things to be mentioned. You know, a lot of people are looking at it as though it's just a race issue.
Well, I brought it up that it accidentally caused the military, the military
People being aware of that.
Yeah,
No, which is awesome.
which was a strange spin-off, but I was like, at least that helped.
but see, the thing is, in most cases, you don't see that.
No, usually
Like they brought out the big guns with the quickness, which in my opinion, and this is all opinion, I do not know. First of all,
Says the guy who doesn't believe in
if anyone says, well, yeah, but all we can do
that
is
town doesn't mess around.
all we can-
and some
all we-
police are like that.
all we can do is speculate right now because we don't actually know. So, like, my opinion is this might have been how this shit went down. Fucking, I think the cop did not mean to shoot the dude. What's the word?
Over and over again.
I think. Well, he probably meant to kill him. I mean, he shot him like twice in the head or whatever. But I think after doing that, he was like, "Oh fuck, I shouldn't have done that." Which is when most people kill most people.
So you think it may have been a heat in the moment, like maybe there was a little fear on his part and he overreacted
he had to
it?
have been afraid about something. You know what I mean? I would
Yeah.
presume. I mean, because even if you just want to be like, "Oh, he's a racist cop," the question is, how long was he a cop there, and has he killed anyone before that was of the opposite race?
A lot of racist stuff has come out of the precinct that is that area.
Oh, totally. The majority of people that are
But
cops
then-
there are white, and it's a predominantly black area. So,
And but like
it's-
at that
it's
point,
right there in your face.
do you move away from racism?
What do you mean? Like, can you move?
Like when I hear Missouri and like Mississippi, like it's funny because I'm like those places are racist.
right.
And
Well, a lot of southern places.
they are, and it's like, and of course that's wrong, and it should be fixed, and we should grow, and that should change. And I don't know. It's like, like if I was a black person, I'd be like, I think I'll move to a
Right.
less racist place, and that's not the answer. Obviously, that's just a huge widening.
It's
It's
a-
what the white
I
people
shouldn't
want.
have to move.
Right.
Well, the other side is, do you even have the money to move just because people are being dickheads?
True.
You know what I mean?
It's like, can you escape,
right.
your situation?
Right.
And it's just, I don't know.
Oh, it's difficult. Ultimately, at the end of the day, racism, in my personal opinion, is the most ignorant, stupid shit ever that humans are
it's taught.
still involved in.
We teach it to each other.
Oh, of course, but it's stupid. Like, at the end of the day, it's absolutely stupid. How can you, anyone, ever be racist? I don't get it. If you've talked to, presume you're a white dude, and you've talked to 5 black people, you had to have at least said one, oh, yeah, this one dude was pretty cool. Oh, and this one dude, I didn't like him. So, I mean, just technically speaking, you have the capacity to like somebody that's a black dude. So it's not that they're black that causes you to like them or dislike them. It's the character of the person is what caused you to like or dislike them. It's not a skin color thing. It's so stupid that you would not like a person simply because of their skin color. That is the dumbest. It's so stupid. Like, it's not remotely intelligent. There's no intelligence in that. So anyone that's racist, I don't get it. Now, granted, you can say, well, my experience with the majority of black people I've had, horrible.
That's what freaking.
That's possible.
What's
You
his
can
face
say that,
is?
and that
Remember,
might. You said what?
What did we just call him? Overheat? Whatever. Remember he
Chris-
said that his
Oh, yeah.
parents, every single black person they've ever dealt with, have been horrible, and so they were racist because of it. Remember? That?
Yeah, but it's stupid because
Okay.
every single black person, it's impossible. It's impossible.
What is that? That doesn't make
It's
sense.
impossible. And if every single black person is one, then maybe you need to get a little bit bigger test group. Just because
Right.
it's stupid.
It is stupid.
I mean, dude, like I've met, and I know for a fact, simply based on just my life, I've obviously hung around like a bunch of black people, and there's a bunch of them that are cool. There's some of them that fucking suck. I've been around a bunch of white people. A bunch of them are cool. Some of them suck. I've been around a bunch of Hispanic people. Some of them cool. Some of them suck. I've been around Asian people. Some of them cool. Some
would
of them
you
suck.
say a majority of the other?
No,
would you?
No, I'd say the majority of people that I came in.
I'll tell you the worst.
That's trying to
Old-
spin racism.
Old white women.
What?
They're the worst.
At
My mom is.
I think
old.
you just
My-
lied
joking,
again.
Mom. Joking, mom. She's watching. Joking.
They come in the store and they just cause problems. They're the worst.
He's joking.
I'm
So-
not joking. I see an old white person come in. I'm like,
Did you say old black?
old white woman.
How did your racism just come out? Decent black. Decent black.
I mean, Caleb. I mean, oh shit. Oh,
Lies. I meant lies.
damn it.
But fuck. Damn it.
Butt fucking.
Rhymes with Odd Planet. But fuck it.
Amen.
But yeah, so all races I've come in contact with, and I found good and I found bad in it. And what that tells me is it's not a race thing; it's a people thing. Some people are fucking awesome. Some people fucking suck. You know what I mean? And it has nothing to do with the color of their skin. And it's asinine to believe that it does. Now, with that being said, different cultures could cultivate somebody that might suck, you know what I mean? Like, in your opinion, you know what I mean? Like if they have certain customs and you're like, dude, that fucking sucks about you, and that's just your culture, and the majority of your culture, whatever's a particular color, that could be perceived as, oh, they're that color, so they're not cool at all. But the thing is, there's people that aren't involved in that particular culture, so it's an asinine statement. It's
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like this thing that's popped up that makes you be like, oh, hate them all. But you just totally shouldn't. You should have a fucking open mind, and people are fucking people. Like, humans are...
Yeah, we just
they're
need to
just
start
humans.
calling people male and female.
Oh God!
Yeah?
Feminism was about to explode.
Well,
They were
now
like,
they're
"We're
gonna
all
be like, no,
human."
we should go.
Oh, yeah, let's
I'm
if
just
we're
saying, like,
if
I
we're
know
not
people.
gonna do racism, let's do sexism.
No, let's
I agree,
hold up.
George.
Hold up. No, this is what I meant. This
Old
is-
white women.
This is what I meant. I know
Ageism,
someone
too.
who, when she tells a story, she's like, yeah, so the black dude, or she'd be like, so the blah dude, like that doesn't. I don't think that matters. The point I'm trying to get at is like,
You
But
don't
whether-
need to, you don't need to mention race when you're
it's,
telling a
no,
story.
it's nothing to do with
Right.
the story whatsoever. I don't know why. What didn't you
But
like
whether he's a male or female, depending on the story, might
yeah,
not matter
that's
as
fine.
well.
I don't. Whatever. Male, female. I'm just saying that's what we should do. We should call male, female. There should be no. Yeah. So then the black guy walked in.
Yeah, no, it's stupid to do
It's
that.
like,
I agree.
why? Why
I
is
agree.
that-
Unless you're like, this black guy walked in and this white dude started being mad racist towards him, because then it matters.
Then it's important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if it's a descriptive, thing, instead of just being like, this black guy walked in and then he left. It's like, what?
So, and that's true. There's times
That's
where
what they did
we
in Harry
focus on
Potter.
it and we.
That's what they did in Harry. I've never seen the Harry Potter movies. I read about this, and it showed the clips. The one girl. Have you all seen the movies? So that one little chick was.
Hermione.
What? Who's that?
That's the little girl. That's pretty well known. And
Keep going.
I don't
What do you
know.
got?
She was one race in all movies except for the newest one, and then also because like it wasn't in the book, it wasn't described, but then in the newest or the new whatever book, it was described, so they changed it or something.
All right, hold on. How is it not described in the book?
They never.
But
described
it was
the race.
definitely in the book.
No, in the other one, the first one, and then in the last one, it was, so they had to change it. Anyway, the same character's race
That's so confusing.
got
I'm so
changed.
confused.
Okay.
Was it ever in the book that somebody was black?
Apparently, in the last one, the last book, the last movie,
It was written. No, not movie.
Was
book.
it a
yes,
spell?
in the last
In the
book,
book, it said this is a black dude.
it's apparently it said either. I can't remember which one it was. I can't remember. It was opposite.
J.K.
I can't
Rowling's
remember.
like, and a black dude. with
Right.
magical powers.
I'm just trying to say it because if it was in the book that it was like this is a black dude, then the movie would only be depicting.
No,
I
the
hope-
first couple of books.
I hope
Didn't-
it was Bill Cosby.
didn't- listen.
Bippity boop bop bippity boop.
The first couple of books didn't
Joe.
have it described. It was just like the female. It was a girl. It was like the female. And then the last book, it was the blank female. I can't remember which one it was. I can't remember if they're. And so in the movies, it was just. It was either. I can't remember which one it was.
I don't remember them ever saying the black female in the movies, and it might have happened.
Movies. What?
There was
no. Oh my god.
You're just saying it changed in the
Dude,
books.
You
The
mentioned the movie,
actress-
You mentioned the fucking
He did. I
the
know.
actress.
What's he doing?
The
What are you
actress
doing?
changed. Listen, I'll say it again.
What actress changed?
I will
what was
literally-
the character?
Let's do this.
Let me
Let's
tell you
start
the whole-
off.
okay,
Let's-
okay.
So you know exactly what you're gonna say,
Yes.
right?
And I've said it
ready
the
to
same
go?
as I haven't changed it at all. Okay.
Oh my God.
Listen. All of the beginning books, the first books,
All the beginning books.
was undescribed.
Up to
Race
what?
was
Does not describe race.
The newest one, I think. Was
Well, what's the newest one?
the most recent freaking book?
The Deathly Hollows.
I don't
that they
know
did
the
a movie?
names.
The last
I know
one that
she's
they made a
writing
movie
in the-
for. The last one they made a movie
Yes.
for is
Okay.
the book he's talking about.
Okay.
So all the beginning books,
Yes.
no mention of race.
The
Okay.
newest one, there was a race mention. I can't remember.
mention of race.
I didn't see any
Okay.
characters
So-
change in the movies though.
I don't remember.
So-
either.
I'll have to pull it up.
well, hold on. No. So then what you're saying is what happened.
So in the beginning movies, it was one race, and then once they made the movie for the newest book, then when the race was brought up, they changed the actress who was the same for the other freaking movies because in the book
I don't remember any
I don't think they
changing.
did that.
they
I don't
did,
remember that
and
happening.
I'm about to show you,
Okay.
which I should probably do like Peter.
Yeah.
He probably
It was on time.
there was probably like a KKK version that was written that
Yeah.
George subscribes to. And he's like, "That's good. Get the black out of that Harry Potter.
George subscribes.
There's one Asian chick in there too. Scratch that out.
Subscribes to.
We beat them in World War II.
And all the other ones just because America.
They were mouthing off, and we were like, "You listen here, you."
We're America.
What?
It wasn't a main. I don't think it was a main.
You know what's funny? Right now, a big issue if you're Asian is yellowface.
I heard something about that.
That's still there's still musicals and stuff where they do little
Yellowface.
dances and paint their faces yellow, and it's like
White people paint their faces yellow. what you're saying?
anyone, yeah.
I'm just saying
Anyone in
Asian
the music,
people,
but yes.
if they paint their face yellow, then
That's
it's
right.
like
Yep.
technically
Yep.
it's
Not that that's racist, I guess. I don't know why I was shy about saying it.
right.
Yep.
Your face
And
is
the
yellow.
first 5 Harry Potter
Well, it
movies,
depends.
blah blah blah, was played.
There's going to be
and-
someone that was like a lamppost in the background. You
Right,
have to point
yes,
out.
yeah.
No, I told you from the beginning. It
You
wasn't a
can't
main-
even say who
It's a
she
main
is. She
character.
must
Yeah,
not be
who
that
is it?
important.
I
Who is
said
it?
from the beginning. I don't think it was like a main character.
I know. That's why I just
Well,
said
then
it
what
was
the
probably a
fuck? It was an
lamppost in the
extra.
background.
How do you know the girl didn't like die? And they were like, you know what?
Okay,
This girl's great for this part.
was played by an
So it's
African
less
American.
racist technically.
Oh. It's possible. Positive energy
I was
lies.
right. So I was right, and y'all are dumb. I was right.
We're no one
About
said you
what?
were wrong.
Yeah.
We were all asking
We
who it
did-
is.
We still want to. Oh, he put the phone down.
What?
So he wasn't right.
Well, I was right.
It's
You're
not
in the
even
midst of
Here's the
proving.
thing.
I just did. What did you
Just
want me to
because
say?
you read it, you think that you proved something to us? You didn't even tell us what you read.
I just said the
What
first
the
5.
fuck? Guys, are y'all
Who?
watching this? Yeah. What? Who? What did you read? What
some
did you
inf-
find out? Where's-
Lavender
what-
Brown. Lavender Brown was played by.
The last name's Brown. It's fine.
Cleveland.
Cleveland.
I hate y'all.
Go
Lavender
ahead.
Brown was played by an African American. Now that they're making blah blah blah, the Harry Potter and the whatever, in which they got a white girl to play Lavender. There, see? I was right.
They got a white girl to play.
Is this the KKK newsletter you're reading?
I mean, it's just
okay, so
whitesupremacy.kkk.com. I don't know what that has to do with anything.
have a good day.
What? So they made her black?
They made her white.
Made her white.
In the first 5 Harry Potter movies, blah blah.
How did it come up that she was white? That's even more
Because she
random.
dated,
So she was black in the first few. or
briefly
whatever.
dates Ron Weasley.
Also, a redheaded dude can't be with a black chick is what
Apparently,
they're saying.
that's what the big deal was.
What did he go? Oh, your porcelain skin. Did he say something like that in the books? Like, how did that? Where's the passage? There has to be the passage where the paragraph where it says.
So okay, I was wrong. I mean, I was wrong, and I didn't say that. But maybe it was just implied that since she was dating Ron or whatever, that they're like, oh my gosh. that'd be
Oh,
wild.
they don't want to mess with the. Now that's racist.
Yeah, that would be.
That's
racist.
where. Well,
So yeah, I was probably
they're
wrong.
scared
I
of
was
a
completely
racist
wrong.
audience.
I said probably.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say because that's messed up.
Like maybe they didn't describe in the book. I don't know, but they did change it, and apparently
Yeah, here it is right here. Here.
Do you have the book?
Good, this is better. I'll do it.
Google.
It says Harry Potter 10 majorly dumb plot holes you never noticed. And this one, number 9, was Lavender Brown changes race so she can be a love interest. So that's racist. That's an issue. And it says what caused it. Hollywood's fear of having a mixed race couple on screen.
yeah, we're the same thing.
For all the bloody hells present to ensure the earlier films didn't get too low a rating in America, and Deathly Hallows cuts. Still a terrible idea. Harry Potter, for the most part, remained pretty untouched by the pressures of the studio system. There was one change, however, that left fans of the book fuming: the recasting of Lavender Brown. Lavender was a minor character in the book, turned into an even more minor character in the films. She was played by 2 different actresses in Chamber of Secrets and Prisoner of Azkaban and had no lines. But the credits made it clear it was her.
It was already played by 2 different
And
people.
and then it says, and there's where the problem starts. She was originally a black character, and I hope not as dim-witted response to her last name. That's funny. But when her character was elevated to a love interest, her race suddenly switched. I wish there was some reasoning for this, but unfortunately, it's purely down to the studio thinking people in 2009 wouldn't buy a mixed race couple. You can argue
Magical.
the two. You can argue
Wizards
the two,
don't mix.
Right? No, they're not gonna. No, that doesn't make sense.
I've never seen any of those movies, so I have
You
no
can
idea.
argue. I love the movies. I think they're great.
You know what?
Minus the apparent racism that exists.
In the movies, they fought like a pseudo racism because of regular humans versus wizards, and the wizards look down on humans.
It does say here. It says you can argue the 2 Lavenders are different characters, but that still leaves the question of where this new white girl's been for 5 years.
A lamppost in the background.
Haha.
Good thing I know things and bring things up.
Kind of.
Yeah,
There's another
it
lie.
could have worked a little
If I
better.
hadn't said it, it wouldn't have brought up at all. So
And then he was like, well, the first 5 ended.
Yeah, and then he just
No
put,
information.
He put down the phone. He's like,
And then he said, well, I was right.
I read
Right,
it,
like,
and it was good enough
what?
for
But
me.
it actually,
it's good enough for me.
It was
the
purely-
idea behind this whole show.
it had nothing
is
to do with the
talk.
books.
It's a talk show.
Since when?
It had nothing to do with the books.
Yeah,
It was the
it
studio
did-
changing.
Yeah, it didn't look like it was like in there that she was a black.
No, you're right. I
woman,
was probably wrong with that. Yeah, I was probably wrong. With
Because I was like, I want to hear what was written.
right, but
'Cause
yeah,
it
that's
would
what
have
I
to
was.
be-
I was like,
it would
why
have to be
not?
Ron looking at her and being like, "Oh, your white skin
that. I was probably yeah, you're
against
right.
my pale skin.
I was probably wrong.
Oh, we're
I'm
glimmering.
glad you don't have black skin.
Thank goodness."
They said it. Not me.
Oh,
It was on Steven when it was said.
thank goodness.
That's hilarious. Yeah. All right. Well, yeah, that's racist then.
Well, is the studio being
Okay.
racist, or is the,
Or
or
is it gay?
Or are
fear
they
of the
assuming
people.
that the people would be racist?
right?
Maybe a little bit of both.
A little bit of both.
Maybe because I wouldn't have given a shit if I would have seen it. And the studios, technically, if the studio even thought that it was going to be an issue, in their mind it was an issue. So they're essentially racist for even conjuring that it would be
Yeah,
a
I'm
problem.
pretty sure we wouldn't even notice. We wouldn't be like, wow, it's a good thing they put an interracial couple in there. We would have never. No one like.
Right. Well, I don't know. Some people might say it, but
No,
if
people might- I shouldn't have said nobody, but
right,
we're
but
not.
but no, I mean, I'd be like, oh, that's awesome. They're gonna fuck.
I'm like, yeah, they're fucking.
Harry Potter's the best.
And some guy next to me would be like, yo,
God,
Harry Potter's the best.
there's depressing porn.
if you had to jack off to Harry Potter, dude.
Yeah,
porn's
especially
free
the early
online.
movies where they're kids.
Hell no.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah, but Professor Snape was still older, and he's a dark, sexy man.
He was a white dude.
I know, but he's like goth. Yeah.
Speaking of porn, that hard drive right there, which is Hemi's.
Filled with porn?
Yeah. This
Well,
this
hold on.
hard.
Are we gonna go into what kind of porn is on
No,
it?
no, 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 no. I'm not
Okay.
messing with that. Hemi. All right. So
From what computer?
from your special computer was what you said.
Oh, I said it was a porn computer?
Yeah, it was like your first porn collections on there.
Oh.
We have a hard drive that doesn't work,
It's just filled with pictures then.
and we were fixing computers for a while, and I was like, Hemi, let's just open it up and try. He's like, no, my porn. He's like, that's the original collection. He said original collection.
Yeah.
And he's like,
They're
don't touch
creepy.
it. Like, he took it from my hands.
I don't remember that.
He
happening.
took it.
It could have. I don't think that it happened like that.
It was. I exaggerated a little bit.
Then
but
where's it been?
you left it here, but you didn't want me to touch it.
I don't want you to.
You didn't want me to try to fix it.
Well, yeah. I mean, what if it would have broke?
So
there's history here. There's whacking
a
day
porn
history.
collection we can't look at that Hemi guards.
There's all guys.
Dude, one of these days. One of these days.
Science will
one of these
allow
days-
me to see my old porn.
Well, yeah, no, but honestly, though, I think this one was clicking, and I think that's why.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not really like necessarily fixable.
Well,
But yet again, what you said,
I mentioned a way
if science
we could
changes,
fix it.
then dude, then I just don't want you to fuck it up just in case. There's a.
it was such a serious
It's a
thing.
history, bro. It's that's like it's like if you take pictures, you got like old family photos. You don't want them to be fucked
So
up.
no one's smiling in this porn.
People, I'm sure, definitely smile in these.
It's so
are
old
good.
they don't
No, but these
smile.
are probably just like a bunch of like pictures. It might be videos, like maybe a few. Because you remember back. If we're talking about porn now, I fucking love talking about porn. You know, back in the old days, you pretty much just had access to like pictures on the internet first of porn. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You didn't really have videos, but then you remember. Well, you remember when
Wait, Georgia.
Yeah, he woke up into like fucking Pornhub. Fucking so you know the Kazaa or Kaseya and LimeWire and shit like that.
Aries, yeah.
That's when video started becoming like
Accessible.
prevalent. So I don't know. I don't know.
So
if
pirating,
yeah, when that first started.
piracy.
So I don't know. I don't know if this has any good antique videos on it or not. I don't know.
Well, I don't think we'll ever know.
One of
But
these
it
days.
is now back in your hands.
I mean, I'm not gonna do anything with it, but that's cool.
Why are you crying about it?
What are you talking about? Who's crying about shit?
Don't touch it. It's, but I don't want. I want you to keep it.
You said what?
It's obviously not that important to you.
No, that's
let
why.
me just
That's why I'm
listen to it.
confused. Like that's why I don't remember being like, oh, don't do it. But I mean, I could see. I mean, you're touching the bot. You're not. Supposed
Oh
to
no,
touch
you weren't
circuit
like
boards.
that.
Huh?
You're not supposed to touch circuit
Oh, I
boards.
didn't even notice this thing. It's ruined now.
He's still.
No, just in general, henceforth, like I'm dealing with.
No, I didn't notice it was here, idiot. I just.
I'm the idiot, and you touch the circuit
I
board.
didn't notice it was.
I'm just saying, like you're supposed to
I know, I
discharge.
gotcha. Yeah, I gotcha.
This guy.
I used to sign
You
for
see how
that.
quick he was though? He's like, well, you're not supposed to do that, bro.
Yeah, it's computer parts in general.
I
did that with wait, who did I
I'm
do
not gonna
that?
do anything with this. As
Who
soon
did
as
I
touch
do
it.
that with? Oh, I did. It was
He's so protective.
my mom's boyfriend's son. I did that with him because you know I have all my computer parts on my fucking dining room table right now and shit.
Mm-hmm.
He like walked over there and he's like touching the RAM. I was like, dude, you don't touch the circuitry of it. You can. There's places you can pick it up. And let me just fucking fiddle here. I was like, you don't do that. He was like,
Rubbing
my
the
bad,
pins.
my bad. So
No.
it works, right? Yeah. So no, it's a thing because a lot of
That
people
turned
don't
into
know.
two dicks.
A lot of people don't know you got to touch like something metal first to discharge any static electricity before you touch it. So it's
Sounds
just
good.
yeah, I'm not really worried about.
He
what-
was
Helpful tips from
No,
him.
it
No,
would
I
be like,
appreciate it.
it would,
Okay, you
yeah,
know
of
what?
course.
I
It would be interesting to see what's on. I'm not mad. I would love to fucking see what my old
But he won't let us
jacking
try.
off habits were. It might be weird, bro. We might find some weird stuff. We
Some
could try.
guys.
We could try though.
Like that gay porn
But,
that I
it's
didn't
gonna-
watch that I'm not bringing up.
We could try, but I'm pretty sure the clicking is gonna.
Oh no, I'm saying.
But actually, I wonder if over time, do you think over time, like that can just repair itself?
It can randomly work at any point. But
Yeah, we could.
I was saying we could get the guts from another hard drive and replace it. And you're like, no, I can't risk it. We need a clean room. We don't have that kind of money.
I think I remember that conversation.
And I was like, well, I mean, you're not going to use it anyway. We can order a $30 hard drive and just try. No, man.
I think I just didn't want to ruin the past. You know what I mean? Because then I just know it's gone
So
forever.
it's more like a memorial.
Well, because right now I'm like, dude, there's a chance.
This is the ghost
But
of porn's past.
Yeah, but I'm like, dude, ghost loads. I'm like, dude, there's a chance. But then, like, if it's broken, it's like, it's all gone, bro. It's
the internal
was,
flame
was
of
this
porn.
Was this out of a external hard drive or just out of the computer?
You brought it like that.
I brought it like this.
Yeah.
Because I had, if we're just going to talk about Hemi's porn collection.
I
by the way,
threw away all the others.
all the other hard drives and stuff.
Oh, no, not the hard... Well, I took care of the hard drives, but no, I threw away all the cases you left
Gotcha.
over here.
I only had, two? Dude, I wonder if I gave you that case. I was talking about a case with my mom's boyfriend not too long ago that I knew I had, but I don't know if I brought it over. It was like this big black case. Was that over here?
I don't think so.
I had a computer, and the reason
They
we
were all
talking
like
about
gray and like old.
We were talking
yellow.
about it. Oh no, then it wasn't. I don't know where this fucking computer is then.
Yeah.
I had a computer where I had one of those little USB what do you call them? Fucking things that receive wireless internet. Little USB adapter joints. I had one of those, and it was one of the really old ones, the ones with like the little antenna that came off of it. And it was wireless G. It wasn't even wireless.
Yeah.
I was wondering if I still had that somewhere because I was trying to get wireless internet on the computer that's sitting on the fucking table right now.
No, there wasn't any of those in any of that.
I ended up having to buy one.
Oh.
That sucked.
Did it work?
Yeah, I got internet, but the issue I'm running into now, I can't connect to the App Store without having a working Ethernet port, which is precisely why I got which is precisely why I got the fucking
Doodad.
wireless shit to begin with. So it's like, the fuck, man. So
man.
but
That's what you always say.
I said, what the fuck, man. So now, and of course, no one's interested in this at all.
Yeah, I was gonna say we've
Nope.
gone to a very.
I found something that
Sleeping
might
time.
bypass the Ethernet. So I mean, I would still need what I bought anyway, but we'll see how it goes. Anyway, don't touch the circuit board on anything, folks, before you discharge.
That goes for police with guns too.
Yeah, don't touch the trigger and discharge into someone who did nothing wrong.
Discharge into someone. So we're all kind of looking down.
Was that it about Ferguson?
No, I mean we could totally talk about Ferguson for fucking ever.
We're not
You know,
doing
something that I thought was fucking retarded was they came out and they said that after, he had died, so on and so forth, then they come out and say, oh, but he robbed a store. Like, oh, he deserved it then. Like, and people legitimately...
We're not the Middle East. We don't.
Dude,
we don't.
and people
Justice
legitimately...
doesn't work that way here.
Yeah, but for some people it does, because I specifically...
They wanted to.
I specifically had talked to someone, and you were standing there, and he was like, no, but he robbed a store. He deserves to die.
Yes, we know.
And I was like,
I know.
what, bro? Like, really?
Was it an older person?
Yes. And
Okay.
you know what I said to him? I said, okay, so you're telling me, like, if you accidentally steal a pen out of here, boom, we should just fucking shoot you. Well, you had it in your pocket, even if you didn't mean to. Fuck it. You stole it, technically, right?
According
Based
to
on
the-
what you said.
Justice is blind.
Right. So
Possession
then,
is
So then he was like,
9/10. They
he
say.
should have been shot. I said, dude, aren't you a Christian? Like, aren't you legit like a Christian?
That's
Isn't
Old
there a thou shalt
Testament.
not
Old
kill?
Testament.
Right. I was like, isn't there a thou shalt not kill
I
situation?
forgave him as I was shooting him.
Yeah, whatever. So then he tells me this, and this is where I was like, okay, fuck you. So I said, shouldn't you just not kill because that's what it says? And he was like, well, you didn't ask me if I cared if I go to hell or not. And I was like, what's the point then of you being a Christian? Like, why? Why do you give in to all of this, stuff?
The devil
if
won.
you're
The whole
just gonna
point
be like,
is
The
like-
devil persuaded him
it's just
in that
it's
statement.
just fucking.
No, the whole
retarded,
point
bro.
is
It's
to
fucking
follow
stupid.
these rules and shit so you don't go to hell. And he's like,
Right, he's like, I'll go to hell then. So why even fucking read it then? Why not just do what you want and just end
It got weird. I was like,
It was really weird.
Well, you know what's funny? 'Cause that's all talk.
Because he was clearly wrong.
is good.
First of all, you've never killed anyone, so you can't be like, I would have shot him. No, you wouldn't have. You've never killed anyone, so
You don't
wouldn't.
know.
You wouldn't do it. And second of all, you're not just gonna be like, well, I'll just go to hell. It's stupid. You're being
Yeah.
stupid. Yeah, there's nothing smart about what you're saying. It was just retarded, yo. I can't.
There was a cop that got in trouble. He was tweeting
I
like
can't work
all
with
those
this
protesters
sound.
should have been
It's obnoxious, right?
put down like rabid dogs.
That who should have been put down like
The
rabbit.
protesters. He tweeted this and got in trouble like really early on. He was like, if they just put him down quick, and like put him down. It's like a cop, an actual cop, calling other humans rabid dogs.
Oh no, that's fucked up.
and wanting them put down. Like it wasn't even.
What
like,
do you mean put down? Like kill them or put them?
Yeah,
down
we should have put them down. And obviously, you could take that into all kinds.
Well, he could have meant kill them, or he could have meant like control the
Sure.
situation with force,
Right.
which both
But
both
yeah,
are wrong.
he was trying to be very extreme about it.
Right. Well,
And I was like, "You're a cop."
my brother said that they should have handled the situation substantially quicker than they did.
Right.
And I don't agree with him. I think people should be able to protest. But granted,
They should have been like, "Go here."
There are good
protest
protesters
all the time.
There are good protesters. There are
Oh,
bad
God,
protesters.
yes.
So
Bad people see opportunities from all directions.
Of course, and that's what I'm
So-
saying. There's good cops and bad cops, and there's good protesters and bad protesters. They're literally, this whole situation just shows what humanity is. There's good people, there's bad people, and all of good and bad technically is subjective too. You know what I mean? Some people that are looting are like, no, we're doing this for a good reason. In my eyes, you're not. I think looting doesn't help shit. I think it's
You're just
stupid.
hooting, hurting random businesses, hooting.
Right.
You're just hooting.
You're hooting.
being a
Honestly, when you're looting, the only thing that you're doing is showing that there's a reason to have cops, and that's to stop people from looting. So if you're trying to make a statement that fuck the police, then it's like, okay, but like you're the reason why they're here because you act on
Yeah. What
impulse.
if you were? What if humanity became so good there wasn't a need for police?
You wouldn't need.
You would just erase it, but then again, there would be a lot less jobs, and then we'd have a lot of unemployed. So keep crime up, keep police working.
Right. Well,
I support police.
my thought is,
obviously,
if we get to the point where everyone's good and we don't need police, we should also, at that time, be at the point where we say, okay, money is fucking stupid, so we don't need jobs to do.
Here's
this
my
shit.
problem with cops. It's just like whenever I see one, I instantly feel paranoid. Like
Of course.
you're like you're supposed
I'm
to,
the same way. I got pulled over recently.
You're supposed to feel safe, and like no matter if I don't do anything to get in trouble for whatever. But if a cop were to pull up my driveway and ring my doorbell, I'd be like,
Fuck, what did I do?
right, exactly. Like I wouldn't be like, yo, a cop's here.
I'm glad he's
this is
here.
dope.
I feel way safer right
Yeah,
now.
there's
no, you know
There's
what's
no way.
but you know what's really interesting, and this is about to blow your mind. I'm glad you brought that up. As a kid, you do feel safe because you're taught that they're amazing and shit. But when you get
Well,
older, you
no.
realize that they're not as amazing. Because as a kid, you're like, I want to be
I used to
a
be
cop.
scared of firefighters.
This is.
So I don't know about cops, but I used to be scared of firefighters.
Well, that's interesting. I'd say
They were these-
Scared?
Yeah, because they were these big shit. And they came to
That's
school one
fair.
day. They came to school one day and they like showed everything. And there was like all this stuff and there's like, this giant auction thing that freaked me out. And I was like,
Yeah, they actually do that.
I had a fear of
they
firefighters.
do that to let you know not to be afraid, because they do know that it's scary for like a kid. Like if there's a fire going on, one, you're already scared because there's fire.
Right.
But then two, they want you to be aware. If you see these
Right.
masks and stuff, like we're good. So you know what I mean?
No, it didn't. It scared the shit out of me.
Well, that's unfortunate for you.
Yeah,
But
for you.
but essentially though, like as a kid, you're like, oh, cops are awesome and they're great, and you paint this picture on them and stuff. But then when you get older, you start to realize that like it's scary dealing with them, because you know that you're in trouble and there's something you're gonna have to do, and in most cases, you're gonna owe a lot of money. That's so stupid. Like it's a business.
You got to give them credit too, because I mean, some cops deal with shit.
Of course,
eat shit every.
Some cops
day.
are great. Some cops fucking suck. And I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, the majority of traffic cops, they fucking suck. Coming from someone I know that's a cop.
Majority.
Coming from someone I know that's a cop also says the exact same thing. The reason why is because the majority of traffic cops are out there to write tickets, and they talk about it with fellow cops, like, oh yeah, well I got more tickets than you do, and blah blah blah, and it's like a game to them.
Yeah.
Granted, I'm sure some don't, but I would dare to say the majority just that's what they do. They're traffic cops. So they're going to look for someone doing something really fucking, something that's not even that crazy and get them for it. It's dumb. It's dumb.
I got. It was interesting because I got to see technology working with this cop, but it was Georgia State Patrol. I'm driving. He flies past me pretty fast. He may have been speeding. I wasn't speeding because I picked him up a long time ago. But he flew past me, slowed down, came back, got behind me, pulled me over. His computer saw that the decal was out of date and finally dinged. And I was like, well, fuck. I was like, I could tell that was technology because he flew past me. Then his computer was like, hey, you missed the dude. Like, I saw this dude, and I was like, whoa, fuck technology, man. What are you doing? But it's my girlfriend's car, and she paid for it, and he knew that she paid for it too. And I was like, well, what are we doing?
Right.
Like, there's a sticker missing, a cheap sticker and he's like, if it got lost or stolen, what you gotta do? Well, first you're going to have to change your address on your license at this building, and then you're going to have to go to this building to get the new decal replaced. And if it's if it happened this way, you're going to need a report from us so you could do those. And I can't do it. So my girlfriend, who works 9 to 5, and all these places are 9 to 5, has to take a vacation to go deal with the government.
Stupid.
But why does she have to deal with him? Just because he pulled you over?
She needs to get the decal,
But
which validates your registration.
Don't-
But I was like, your computer instantly told you that we were up to date. Where's the issue?
right.
What does the sticker do at this point?
Nothing.
Yeah, that's why I was like, technology's at a point
My
where,
question is, why do you pay for the sticker to begin with?
well,
Exactly. No, because you don't.
Part-
There's not a reason. There's not a fucking reason.
I
You pay
forgot
that-
what
you-
the fund does, but it does something
does
to
nothing.
someone
Does
somewhere.
nothing. Does nothing. It's stupid. It's a random stupid tax for no reason because you already pay taxes for the roads and what have you.
I think there should be one tax. I agree there. They do
Like
a lot of
fair
little
tax.
ones.
No, but it's
fair
so,
tax is scary, but yeah,
well, I think
something
that's
like
one
that.
tax.
Yeah.
But it's just dude, like you pay taxes for the roads. Okay, you pay for your car. You're paying off your car, paying insurance, whatever.
Yeah.
You technically do not have a right to drive until you have your license and you haven't done anything fucked up. That is your right at that point that you have the ability to drive.
Right.
Because you have your license, you have a car, you have insurance because that's something else you have to have. Once you have all these things and your license is valid and everything, then dude, you're good to drive. Why the fuck do you have to pay that little stupid ass fucking tag? Every time I ask anyone that, everyone's like, I don't know. So then it's
Well, that's
like,
a Georgia tax.
so then it's like, but then it's
A
like,
lot of places don't have that tax.
well, but why though? That's the thing. Why are we paying for it? And why do I ask people? I've only asked people in Georgia. When I ask people in Georgia, why do they not know? And I don't know.
You
why,
can go,
why
you can
are
go
we
look
paying
up
this?
where it goes.
I don't give a fuck where it goes. What the fuck is it for? And why am I being made to pay for it? Why does that have? Why do I have to have a sticker on my fucking?
Why is that not part of the percent
Why are
I
you
pay out of?
penalized? Why are you penalized if you don't have it? And it's a fund that just goes somewhere random? Fuck that.
Well,
why?
one reason you register is to make sure your vehicles are up to code. Also,
For the police.
well, no, up to code as far as emissions and stuff like that.
I've never had an emissions test. Ever.
Yeah, your car's new.
No, but even if it wasn't, I don't think I have to do it specifically in this county.
Yeah, that's true too. Some counties, Gwinnett, you do.
Right.
Walton, you don't. Walton
you
doesn't
don't.
give two shits at all.
That's
where
that's
I'm
you
at.
you could
Right, me
be
too.
you could pour toxic waste
yeah.
right.
and kill babies.
But I'm saying, but with that in
animals,
mind,
baby animals.
That's why we moved to Walton.
but what I'm saying is, with that in mind, why the fuck am I paying for the little tech thing? What's the point? For what? Just to give them more money. That's all it is.
Well, yeah.
It's stupid.
Well,
Fuck
sure.
'em.
There's a
Fuck 'em.
sales
Fuck
tax.
them in the
that-
face, man. Like I think it's
I
just
would
fucking
prefer
retarded.
one plain Jane tax.
plain
that's
Jane.
obvious.
I don't want any
This
of
is
those
plain.
taxes. I think it's stupid, dude. The idea behind taxes is just it's robbery. But and here's
No,
why.
taxes could be great
no.
if they're used correctly.
Well,
Because then we're pooling our resources.
Dude, but you can already do that, but not in the way that we do it right now. For instance,
Yeah, I know.
For instance,
but
if
it's a way of doing it right
we
now.
we have a middleman, why do we have a middleman? If we're gonna give our money to fix the roads, then why don't we have our money and then contract?
We're still
someone?
going to pick someone to give it to. And towns do what you just said. They
Right.
do exactly that. You can go to Walton County and probably dictate where some of that money goes.
Right,
For that decal.
right. But it's you pay state and federal taxes though.
Yeah, of course.
So
Well,
the state
what
taxes,
I'm saying,
the state taxes
and
that
you
you
can
talk
also
about with your
change-
community, that might be fixed.
Right.
Federal though, it's whatever they want to do with it. You're just giving them money.
Oh, you could vote and change that too.
Maybe.
Nah, not
Well,
maybe. You
our
could
first
sway.
thing talked about how maybe voting might not be.
Oh, the voting, yeah. But like
you
in
just said you can
Chicago,
vote and change it.
Chicago's taking federal money, and there's one precinct where they invite people in, you give your ideas, and they group decide what to do with the money in that one. I forgot what they call it.
Community.
Like a borough or something. Not a borough, but
I think that is
That's
awesome.
what you
I
said.
think deciding what you want to do with your community's money, what you want to do with
but
that
part
as
of
a
Chicago,
community, I think that's awesome.
They fixed things.
Right.
Because they paid attention and
Well,
got
because
involved.
they knew what they needed fixed instead of just a blanket. "Oh,
And you can
done."
go to the federal government and be like, hey, I need this. And
Right.
sometimes, like, Georgia's like, well, we don't want your health care money to prove a point. So now some of the health care things in Georgia are suffering because Republicans had to prove a point. It's like, okay, this is the system. Use it. If you want to change it, change it. but there's money to help people get health care. It's hard to be like, well, I don't know. It's maybe flawed coming to you, but you still should take it in that sense, because I don't think that's a worthy point, because now it's just sitting somewhere else. Because there's ways to reduce waste, but yes, our current system allows for very easy waste if you don't pay attention.
Yeah, no, it's fucked up. And the thing is, the majority of people don't pay attention.
Right.
And how do you get the
And they're
majority
okay
of
with
people
that?
to pay attention?
No.
You just, I mean, people have been having this debate for fucking years.
I guess you do an ice bucket challenge to raise awareness.
That's what we do.
There
We
it is.
tie
It's so weird.
stupid challenges to.
It's so weird how
Awareness campaigns,
it's
'cause
just
that makes
that's
sense.
funny. Well, what's funny about that is ALS. The majority of the money went to the main ALS research, not research, but a charity organization,
It went to the main.
and they
corporation of
donate not much to research, but part of their research goes towards stem cell
Yes,
research.
I was gonna bring that up.
So
And
a lot of
everyone-
Christians were like,
and-
"Oh wait, what?
And
You do
Catholic.
stuff with fetuses? We're against that."
What's the issue with that? I don't see what the problem with that is.
I just
There's
talked
a
about this with,
discussion. Go ahead. Sorry.
What? No, you should. No, go ahead. I was just saying I just talked about this with Wendy.
Oh,
It was-
there's a discussion on the abortion thing and stuff like that, and stem cell comes from unborn fetuses and so forth. It's a discussion like, when does life start, or is life at conception, and that's where it is.
It's like this whole taking a life to save a life thing, but you're not really taking a life.
See, it's a blurry thing
Here's the thing, though.
because it's going to grow into a life from that moment.
If right now you are taking that life or whatever, and it's already happening, it's already being done.
Yeah,
Why
but-
would you not go ahead and just say, well, you know what?
That's an easy one.
Out of such an atrocity, let's try to make something good.
That's an easy
if
one.
we can, you know what I mean? Instead
Right.
of just wasting a dead fetus, it sounds horrible to say it, but like, instead of just wasting that, why not take something good from it if we are going to make that kind of call?
Right.
And in the midst of doing this, maybe we can fix certain things, learn certain things, and then we can also come to an agreement on whether we agree that it should happen or it should not happen. You know, but obviously,
That's
I think
not dead fetuses.
He was saying there's situations where a medical condition could, like the baby's going to be aborted
Okay.
naturally or something, we should be able to grab it up from then. And I would dare to say a lot of Christians would look at you and be like, no, that's not unnatural and that's wrong.
right, but I mean,
And it's like,
maybe God gave us that to learn something from it.
and then, it's
It
funny.
wasn't put in the Bible
those-
about abortion.
Those
Was it?
same Christians
Was that in the Bible?
would embalm themselves when they die to keep them from rotting, and then lock themselves in a concrete bunker for 500 years.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like the Jewish faith. They're like, no, just put me in the ground.
Right.
Ashes to ashes. I was like, that's natural. If we're going the unnatural argument route.
Yeah. No, of course. No, I mean, I'm more of a fan of, you know what I'm saying, what do you
That's-
call that?
That's an easy one. And the science.
Cremation. I'm more of a fan of that just because you don't take up any space at that point. Like, you're done. You know what I mean? If you bury yourself in the ground, I mean, dude, like, there's Louis C.K., amazing dude, by the way. If y'all never checked out his comedy, it's fucking amazing. He made a statement. He said, there's so many more people dead than there is alive right now. And he was like, and the numbers are growing. There's never going to be, now at this point, more people living than dead. So, but with that in mind, think about how many people that have died that we buried that are taking up space right now underground. In very nice fucking caskets.
Look up Russian tombstones. Speaking of nice,
Yeah?
funny. Wow. Not caskets, but I'm talking like the tombstones. Try Russian tombstones. I know it was on Imager the other day. And these are hilarious. Man, I'm trying to think. But yeah, we do spend a lot on that. But yeah, I would definitely go the cremation route. It would suck like you die.
People
And then you burn.
And then, you go to heaven or something, or whatever the afterlife is, and they're like, oh, as long as your body remains intact.
Some of the,
As long as your body...
some of the people. On them? You talking about with the people on them?
Yeah, the people on them,
Oh, what
or the cars. Yeah, there's some of them.
This is weird.
They do this.
Hold up, let me switch it.
But this is not all of them. There's one that has a full Mercedes
What?
out of stone. Yeah.
Just collect
But
the
this
names
is-
down.
Some of their rich people, this is what their tombstones. Oh, there it is. He's like, bitch, I died in style.
This is the
He's
greatest
like,
thing.
in life, I had Mercedes. I died in Mercedes. Fuck you.
Wow.
Look at
Let me show you.
that. He's shitting, though.
I mean, he is, but he's not. He's showing how materialistic.
Oh,
he was.
yeah. But it's just so. He's like, I can get the Mercedes out of stone with me when I die.
Great.
Are you showing the people?
Now he's not here to. Now he's not
No, we're
here
not
to
sharing.
even. Now he's not here to even enjoy it. He's just showing people how materialistic he was. Hey, look! I spent a lot of money to show you that this is what my life
Wow.
revolved
This
around.
is hilarious.
This is ridiculous, bro.
There's a lot of them, and then they do this
They're
like
funny.
imaging on them too. It's insane. There's some like really well done ones,
Wow,
and you're just like, what?
wow.
And there's some that show like whole families that have died, and you're like,
That's creepy.
Yeah, that's dramatic. Why don't y'all relax?
I'm
Relax.
pretty sure they're supposed
Yeah,
to.
like, look at the general.
He's
Oh, look! This is me strong.
What is this?
Wait, that says
Yeah, he hasn't died yet. He's not gonna die till the year 3009.
this is 2000. 2000.
Oh, I thought that was
That's
a
only
3.
4 years.
Well, there's no way he was that strong.
What's going on?
This is what my kid would have looked like.
And he would have had big car.
You had Lamborghini and big muscles, but he died
Lamborghini.
Lamborghini. Maybe Ferrari. Ferrari. Fucking Italians.
This is what my kid would have looked like.
Look at he has cell phone too.
Is he on a cell phone?
Yeah.
Talking to hot bitches
Hot bitches.
that are also in the car.
That is, I mean,
This is
What
it has
is
to be
going
that.
on? Yeah.
This is what they. Oh wait, is that a tombstone for his car? He had that car for 4 years.
No, we're
This is
not.
dreams.
We're not gonna say that that's a thing.
I really don't want to find that
So
out.
click on the dude on the phone. What's he doing? What's going on,
It
bro?
was the general that died.
I used to talk on the phone.
Big decisions. Big decisions. You want War 3? World War 3? Big moment.
I want people to remember me for my big phone.
That big coat. Look at this dude's coat.
This is what I did. I was on the phone a lot. Yeah, most
That'd be yours.
most teenage females would
Yeah,
have
but
that.
there's some color ones too that are fucking insane. The guy in the coat. There you go.
Damn.
And look,
They're
at
all
he has like a
cars.
Daewoo car, like it's not
Daewoo on
a
it.
expensive.
Well, he spent all his money on his awesome tombstone.
He's like cigarette and Daewoo.
He's
I did the big things. Goodbye, world.
cigarette and Daewoo.
Cigarettes and Daewoo. I used to have a Daewoo
That's
TV.
that's a mixtape title waiting to happen.
Do it.
Cigarettes and
I
Daewoo.
still like the.
That was probably it.
There you go.
What's going
The
on?
Russian versus Tombstone.
It's like a ghetto.
Look like Colossus.
Yeah, ghetto colossus. Oh, Tombstone. No, he's a bad dude. I remember he's made of stone. Yeah, I remember him.
Oh, he
This
looks
is
like a ghetto Colossus.
This is still the best one.
Yeah, that's definitely the best one.
This is
It's on the phone.
what my kid would have looked like.
It
And
would've-
the other hand's like holding sunglasses, I
Would have
think.
been badass.
Look how he's posing. He's so posed.
He would have been Jean Claude Van Damme. That's what he would
The
have
greatest
been.
photo I've ever seen in my life. And the phone was pretty good too.
I still like the one where he got a Mercedes.
Just my crotch.
Ladies, look what you're missing out on.
Show me your thing.
My dick impression.
Oh,
Impersonation.
get detail right. Make bigger when I die.
Much bigger.
Much bigger.
Oh no, didn't make it big.
Oh, big boy.
Like you're gonna
I'll
know.
be known for my little penis.
Go up to the. I think she was a prostitute.
What?
Yeah, that one.
How do you know that about her?
I thought it was said, but Now I just feel terrible.
You are horrible.
But look at her. Look at her.
That is
She's
the
like,
show.
everyone's dressed nice,
Click
but
on
the
it again.
females are just like tank top.
Well, dude, that might have been what she just wore.
I want to be known for my belly picking
I
out.
want to be known for Steven calling me a prostitute because. And
Look at the big hoops.
what? What does that
at this
mean?
dude
Big
singing.
hoops does not mean
I
prostitute.
think it does.
I don't think so.
Look it up. Big hoops, prostitute.
I'm gonna.
And
Please do.
You are
some of these though.
ridiculous.
I do want to get one of these. I'm not gonna lie. You can cremate me and throw me in the
We
ground.
should all make like jokes about each other what ours look like.
But I want to be like riding a velociraptor or
His would be
something.
these giant headphones. And on his phone. The phone would cover his face. You wouldn't even see it.
There it is.
Look at this one.
He's having a nice meal. Oh, I got some fresh fruit.
I'm lonely.
I'm alone. I am alone.
Hey, what is that? Heartbroken?
Yeah, a broken
that?
heart. What? Does he have two bitches on there?
Where?
Cause that would be dope.
Where are the two pictures?
The
Oh, on the. Oh, wow. Yeah. That's,
Damn.
he's like I
that'd be
bang
rough.
both.
I mean,
Break hearts, heartbreaker.
that's how he sings.
Oh, achy breaky heart. What? He's a movie villain.
Yeah, he
Let's
is.
just stop.
Look at him. He fucking
He's
lives
a
in a
mo-
Latin.
That's Slavic. They have that too.
Whatever, man. Fucking Jasmine's like, hey,
So,
fucking check out my tiger.
Jafar's mafia. Apparently,
Jafar.
it was mafia.
He's
Apparently,
the return of me.
there were some others that had motorcycles and stuff too.
Awesome.
Come get me, big boy.
Big boy.
There's a dude like, yeah, put roses near me.
Yeah, there you go. Good gosh, man. People just give themselves a fucking god complex with some of this shit,
Yeah,
bro.
That'd be funny the further we got down. They were.
It just
I
gets
don't
weirder.
think at this point in time in my life I have been
So what you did.
important enough to even get those kind of tombstones.
Nope.
I don't think I've done anything worthwhile of.
Well, I haven't seen one of them. I'm like, oh, that's that dude.
Right. Yeah. No. It's like who the fuck.
But I do want one.
I guess they're real funny.
That's crazy.
Or they put my head in a jar like Futurama.
Yeah.
What is going on in this one? Alright, we're going back.
We're going back.
Is there a motorcycle one?
No, dude, this one I can't even see it, but I'm trying to get there.
Oh, him holding his head? Or her head?
Oh, hold on. Oops. Hold on.
I took my bitch with me.
Just your mouth so she can suck my dick.
The worst part was he.
Yeah, you whispered it. It was. Yeah, it would have been funnier, I think, if you would have said it out loud. You'd be like, "Oh, that's funny," but you meant it. You know what I realized, bro? Our set
late.
is not as warm as it once was.
The lighting is. Whew.
Yeah, we need to.
I'll bring the other light. I tried.
Well, I mean, or just cover it with. I think that's the issue. It's too bright.
No, I could. You put one up there and the light didn't go through it.
Yeah.
It's all bullshit.
Big lights.
Yeah. Put it on tombstone. Pizza.
That's what I want mine.
A pizza.
A giant pizza slice. With like arms and legs.
All right, I think we're done.
Yeah.
Good show, everyone.
Good show.
All right.
That'll work.
See y'all next time.
Sorry.
Alright,
I'm just
well.
gonna apologize to him.
Bye, Z's.
Sorry, guys. It's
Oh.
been fun. Steven's gone, so
We should have talked about this.
I hate you.
Alright, so. Appreciate everyone checking out the show. This is our first one back, so it might have been a little rusty. It was pretty entertaining, I feel like, though.
Yeah, we
trombone.
talked about my porn collection.
We talked about Big Tombstone.
we
I
talked
can't do
about-
accents, but
We
Tombstone.
we talked about George's racism.
we talked about my KKK subscription for some reason. Talked about
Harry Potter edition.
Harry Potter. Yeah, I don't know.
I
what
want
I'm
to
saying.
keep my magic white magic. Black magic's bad.
But big shouts out.
Unless they just vanish.
But yeah, that's right. That's okay.
A big shouts out to everyone that welcomed us back. We we missed y'all.
Word.
Oh,
We actually got some tweets this time, so it's actually kind of more active than it had been. So pretty dope. Shout
we
out,
left them wanting
Couple
more.
tweets.
yeah, shout out to those tweeters. Shout out Wendy.
Bounties.
Shout out whoever those people are tweeting. I don't even know.
Shout out mom. Shout out my sister.
Yo, definitely.
Shout out fucking everybody watching. Shout out Juice. He's a huge supporter.
But we
were talking
apologize for
about
the
it
lights.
today.
The lights are harsh as fuck. We
Yeah.
apologize for Steven being on the show.
He's a star. He has starry nipples.
And we apologize.
Bro,
for,
hold
and
on.
we-
What's
we-
going on with
we-
your chest
we
right now?
apologize- Iron
What's-
Man.
Oh, that?
Oh, it's a ring. Okay, I was like, whoa.
We apologize.
It's my little
We
alien.
apologize for Steven's tumor.
Everyone, say
Not
holler.
a tumor.
It's not a tumor.
Holler.
Holler.
Awkward wave.
Hemi 1/2 of Italian workshop. Yeah.
George Helmer, one half of myself.
Yarn.
Multiple
I think
personalities.
it's just recorded.